We're hitting all the highlights.
It is 100% true. But anyway, hello, folks. Welcome back. It is us, Dragon's Greed Gaming. And, man, the group is in a great mood right now. Lots of good pre-game trolling going on. And I think it's going to be a good night. And Eric left. Cool. So, anyway.
I can still hear you.
I know. Anyway, thank you for joining us. You are here for episode 41 of the Frontier War. Yep. It was 40 last week, but we missed it. We miscounted somehow. Anyway, episode 41. We are at the tail end of Operation Arcturian Apocalypse. And we've got the whole gang here tonight. I am on call tonight, so if I get a call, I apologize, but it's thankfully hasn't been too bad so far. So let's hear from our gang. Tell us who you are, who you're playing. Anything else you want to let our listeners and viewers know? We'll start it off with our squad leader, Mr. Tagar.
Good evening. Yep. Tonight I'll be playing Tagar as we figure out how to finally finish out this mission. Chris has promised a bloodbath, I think. So we'll see if we all make it out alive. Yeah. Everything else has been pretty good over here.
Getting that final Adepticon prep finished up and in?
Oh, yeah. I finished 2 Land Raiders and a Spartan yesterday, I think.
God damn.
Spartan is like one of their assault tanks, kind of like a Land Raider, right?
Yeah, Land Raider plus. So instead of I think our Land Raiders are 12 capacity. Our Spartans are 25 or 26 now.
Damn, that's a lot. Is it bigger than a Land Raider?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and it's assault vehicles and heresy units can go up to 20-man squads.
Yep.
So you just pile a whole bunch of chain axe wielding maniacs in there.
Sloppy Bird, thank you for joining us. I haven't seen you in the chat before, but we welcome you either way. It sounds like you might know who Scaarr is. So, Scaarr, do you know who Sloppy Bird is? Because they are here. Oh, wait, he's away.
That's my cousin.
Oh, nice. Welcome. Well, let's see. Adepticon, I've started painting the abominations for the alien games I'm going to be running.
Okay.
The sculpts are cool, but the guy that did the 3D printing did not do a great job. Yeah, I got him off somebody on Etsy, and I think he must have, left them in the curing agent or something, because some of them, it looks like their backs are, melted. There's so much, gunk on them, and, I tried, cutting some of it off, and it was, taking off, whole chunks of the model, so it's weird, because it's not on all of them, it's on some of them. But at least none of the faces and stuff are messed up. But it could have been better, so maybe the guy just didn't have a great 3D printer. But that's all right. I didn't spend that much money on him.
Did he have the file?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's from. Are you familiar with Papsicles? I think is the guy's name.
I don't think so.
Anyway, he does a ton of various 3D sculpting, and he does a lot of cool stuff for He's basically done replicas of everything from all the Alien movies and Blade Runner.
Okay.
So if you want to have Andy from Prometheus or from Romulus, or if you need a Neomorph from Covenant or Prometheus, he's actually made models of that. Or if you want Officer K from Blade Runner 2049, he's actually made models. Nice. So it's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, because I do have a resin printer. If there's any files you needed printed, you can let me know.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll try that next time. So, anyway. All right, moving on. Let's hear from Adam over on the West Coast.
Howdy. We're playing PFC, about to say Cruz, Reed.
Careful.
But, narrowly avoided addiction. Ready to get out of this monkey-infested, planet and not have to deal with them ever again.
What if they stowed away on your ship, and they follow you throughout all of space and time?
Haunt me in my dreams. I might just kill them off and go back to Plane Schmidt.
That's the next campaign. The whole campaign takes place on Arcturus.
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, then we'll transition to... I'm sure there's a Planet of the Apes RPG out there, so we'll just transition to that.
Oh, there you go.
God.
Oh, man. Well, what do we call it? We had some fun this week. We had a shooting, actually, like, next door to my complex.
Yeah, your definition of fun is awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah. You know, I ordered food not knowing what was going on outside, and food got here. They're like, hey, yeah, we can't get in. There's a police barricade, like, around your entire building. And so I was like, yeah, let me try to sneak out.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Holy shit.
Yeah, so I tried to sneak out to go get it, and the police, like, right outside the door, like, no, you gotta go back inside.
Yeah.
And then they were out there for about, like, 7 hours.
You gotta, like, lower a rope down to the delivery guy, like, here, give you the put the food in the basket.
More like,
It's a lotion in the skin.
a block away.
Wait.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's been my week.
Wow. Well, we finally got more staff at work this week, and it's been ridiculously quiet to the point where, for the first time in probably like 2, maybe 3 years, I'm actually caught up on all my work, and I don't have a single case on my desk, and it felt great. I'm not gonna lie.
Now they're just going to take away all those extra workers because, like, oh, you guys are too slow now.
My
Not enough work for you
my
guys.
stress level went so down this week. I couldn't believe it. It was like life changing. So, yeah, it was very, very good, very nice. So, and after tonight, we're on our 7-week rotation for being on call rather than 4 weeks. So, really looking forward to that too. Now that we have all the people in place, so that should be
That's
good.
a blessing right there.
Yeah, we'll see how long if things keep going good or not. Anyway, Sean, tell us about your character.
Yeah, I'm playing PFC Johnson, that AFV Marine who has a punctured lung. He avoided addiction, luckily. And, he's just trying to live his life and survive this fucking deployment.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, well, I mean, he wasn't super skilled to begin with, so, only being on, like, one actual mission, so...
Well, if he survives, he'll probably have a couple of points to spend, huh?
Oh, yeah, he'll have a pretty solid bank, so he's, looking forward to that if he survives.
Good.
The week, yeah, pretty basic week, just acclimating to the new job, but something good did happen, something got delivered.
I'm assuming it's Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, yeah, what is this shit? I can't see
A
shit.
purple box.
Put it in front of
Yeah.
you. Put it in front of you. There
Oh,
you
that's beautiful. That looks
Yeah.
awesome.
go. Oh, nice.
So the core box is like 2 feet tall, like 18 inches, and then there's like 6 more boxes. It came in 2
Wow.
pretty large boxes.
Dude, you need to take some pictures and put them on the Discord because I want to see what
Oh,
it
yeah.
all looks like. How does it
Yeah.
How does it compare to the size of the Firefly box?
It was delivered in like the same size as the Firefly box, 2 of those. So it's pretty beefy. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to do like a full unboxing, I feel like.
Oh yeah, man. Because we could kill a man with that box,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you could put his body in it. Like that's how big this box is. It's huge.
It was a big old box.
I need a picture for each like item you pull out.
Yeah.
That Patreon
And I'm not
exclusive?
kidding. I'm really curious.
Yeah, I'll post some pictures on the Discord soon.
Well, I assume then next game day we're gonna have to bust that out, huh?
Yeah, it's a 60-page rule book, so I got to read through that.
All right.
Jesus.
And then we'll get there.
Put that on the April schedule then.
This doesn't sound like a viable Gen Con game. Unfortunately.
We got to bring a whole U-Haul trailer just for Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beefy.
That's awesome. Cool. All right. And last but not least, Scaarr, tell us what's going on in your neck of the woods.
I am Scaarr. I'm playing Private First Class Eoin O'Connell, if you don't already know that. And if you don't know that, that means you haven't been watching all the 40 episodes before this, and you should. You should go back and watch all those.
Facts.
But I'm yesterday was my birthday, and I'm still recovering from that day.
Happy birthday. Boop,
Yeah.
doo, boo.
Yeah. Had a great day. Great fucking day. No one bothered me.
What'd you do?
Whatever the fuck I wanted, which was nothing.
Oh, is that why you were able to stay up so late last night and play DBD after Deadlands?
Yes.
Nice.
That is exactly why. I did see the monkey. I don't know if I brought it up. I did bring it up in the game I played last night, but I did see the monkey, which I would recommend. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it is basically like,
It's
this isn't
hilarious.
giving away any spoilers or anything. Yeah, it is the Final Destination with gore cranked up, but as a comedy. It is hilarious. It's a great fucking movie. If you
I
like
see
dark
it as, like,
comedy, it's awesome.
Action, Evil Dead kind of comedy.
Awesome. Yeah, my one of my coworkers, she actually likes horror movies as well. She was the one that went and saw Romulus with me, and because somebody bailed, Sean, maybe, I don't remember who it was. Someone bailed.
Mr. Reliable?
Probably Kyle or
No, because Kyle was there. Someone else bailed.
Matt. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I bought a ticket. Anyway, she came and yeah, she's into horror movies. She said it was good, so she enjoyed it.
Yeah, good watch.
Excellent.
But that
Oh.
person behind us was a mom with 2 kids. Like, it couldn't have been older than 8, which blew my mind. But, I get it. If you're a mom and you're alone with your kids, you want to see a fucking movie, you gotta go, I guess. No matter what that movie is.
Hey, man. My mom, I did the same thing, man. I grew up on horror movies, Aliens, Halloween.
Look how you turned out.
Friday, yeah. Couldn't be better.
Perfectly normal.
Totally.
2 years working in the morgue and
I just
Involving bodies.
I don't do any of that anymore. I just sit in an office and do paperwork all fucking day.
Anymore. Okay, anymore.
Yeah. Not like I sought this life out, okay?
you just went to school for it. It's okay.
Yeah, it wasn't really my first choice of careers. So, anyhow,
That's a cool career, though. Hey, you could be doing IT like me. Let's be honest. You got a cool. That's a cool career path.
What are you trying to say? That's where I'm going. Okay.
Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't.
I'm
Remember,
just kidding. You
have you
always
turned it
one-
off or turned it back on again?
Exactly.
All right. I'm your host, as always, the Great Unclean One. I will be the game mother again as we get to the end of our mission here tonight. I have been doing a little painting to get ready for Adepticon, putting the last few touches on things. I actually today, my electric razor that I use to trim my beard is finally dying, and I've had this thing since high school.
Jesus Christ.
My dad bought it for me as like a fucking a Christmas gift or something, or a birthday gift one year. It was like a little kit, and I have used it ever since. And now, like, the top won't stay straight, like the part that turns the actual razors on. So we went back to good old Manscaped and got an actual beard trimmer as well. And we used a discount code from Legend of Total War. So shout out to Legend, great Total War player, great channel. Go check him out. So yeah, very exciting. I figured I can drop money on a razor if it's once every 30 years. I think I can fit that into the budget.
That's
So
your metric.
yeah,
Okay, it's been 28 years. I can't afford a new razor.
yeah.
Come on.
That's how it is in this economy. Yeah.
Yeah. With eggs is this price, not a chance.
Yeah, get it before them tears take place.
I gotta tell you though, it felt good having those 3 eggs this morning. And
I was gonna say, I
Lord,
thought
again
you were
over you
a
all.
3-egg man. I figured you went to get your beard trimmed at a barbershop every week or something.
Barbershops
He just-
don't exist
he-
anymore. Yeah, they've been outsourced
not
to
true.
China.
How would that
Wait,
be?
what? What? That threw me off guard.
That's what they tell me on Fox News. Anyway,
That's a problem.
okay, so all jokes
That's it.
aside,
No, you gotta say China like that. China.
Yeah. Anyway, we're diving back into Alien. I've been playing a lot of Dark Descent. That's what I've really been doing. I'm on the last mission, so very, very good. The game is following the story of our campaign as O'Connell lost an arm as well, so now he has his mechanical arm. And Reed, unfortunately, you made it all the way to level 10, but you are still a coward. So I was unable to get rid of that trait on you. So, but yeah, it's good shit. Good shit. Play the game if you haven't, because it's fucking awesome. Anyway, last we left last week, a lot of stuff happened. You guys had finally made your way through the tunnels underneath the Grand Kivas, and you had been kind of escorted there by Anders, one of the Arcturians that you rescued from the cult. You tried to ambush two of the cult members that were guarding the entrance along with some hostages. Unfortunately, an explosive went off when you shot them. The explosives they were wearing strapped to their chest, which we realized detonated the energy crystal that was next to them, amplifying the explosion and killing the group of hostages that you had previously thought you had rescued. But the two hostages are dead. You then proceeded into the main hall, where you found these massive, massive carved heads, which we all would know as engineer structures. And you then went beyond those into a series of tunnels that led to a couple other rooms. You found another room, a circular, very perfectly circular room with another giant engineer carved head that appeared to have been torched at some point. And within the torched remains of this room, you found what we now know are engineer urns filled with the ampules of the black goo. But all of these appeared to be destroyed, and there was no black goo to be seen. You found a secret door that had an embossed, carved engraving of some sort of alien creature coming out of a liquid of some sort. And Broderick discovered that was a secret passageway that led into another room, another large circular room, where you discovered another cult member holding Dr. Alhawalia hostage, forcing her to do some sort of work on some mechanical and digital devices. After you guys sneak attacked this poor bastard to death, you rescued the doctor, and she mistakenly thought that you were here on behalf of Deep Void. And Broderick convinced her, oh yeah, we're here from Deep Void. Yeah, what are you doing here? And she then explained that the room you were in is a room that the engineers use with their combination of music and technology. And she explained that they had been deciphering the language and musical notation of the engineers, which they believe, and you've kind of learned some of this from Maitland, is the key to unlocking the genetic marker that is written in their language, and that Deep Void and some of these other people and organizations believe holds the key to manipulating and controlling the black goo and the xenomorphs. The doctor then showed you some of these translations of these engineer hieroglyphics. You played the recording of the translated music, which then activated the engineer machinery in this room, basically turning on a massive, huge display of what appeared to be some sort of star system. You're not sure where it goes or what star system it is. And at that point, you, I think, had discovered that Maitland was amongst your belongings. His head was with you. He explained that during the last downtime where you gave him access to the network, he had kind of reverse hacked Herschel, and he ensures you that all he had Herschel do was put him in Broderick's bag to make sure he was brought on this mission, because he wants to be reunited with Mother Mishka. Dr. Alawalia confirmed that Mishka is here, along with the leader of the cult, Janus, however you pronounce his name.
Jaundice.
Along with a few other guards, and they are up ahead, somewhere further in the temple. And Maitland, you then realized Maitland knew Dr. Alawalia, and she recognized him as well from their time in Deep Void together. Maitland was cryptic as always, and I think told another dad joke or two before being stuffed back in the bag. So
He would no longer be with us if that happened.
I believe that is where we left last week. There was a lot of panic last week too, between the monkeys and the cult. We actually saw O'Connell, I think, hit berserk at one point, and we saw for the first time, despite as much as he tried, Tagar finally got to use his overkill talent and also went berserk, and I think single-handedly killed 2 or 3 cult members, like he always does. So
Those fucking apes. I think it was one round we hit. I hit I think 7 or 8 stress in one round from those fucking apes.
Yeah.
I think I overkilled on the apes, didn't I?
It was, yeah. I can't remember. The apes was the start of the last session. It seemed so far ago. So
because everybody ran away, and I was like, well,
yeah, he overkilled the apes, and then O'Connell berserked on the cultists.
Well, that is where we are. Let us go back to our creepy engineer temple music here and pick it back up. So, it is the 4 of you, along with Anders, the doctor, and Maitland's head, who I think has been stuffed back in the bag, and you are preparing to depart, unless there is anything else that you would like to ask her or to say in general. Just pulling up some notes here.
About how long were we kind of in this room? Do we get to produce any stress or anything as we chat with her and figure this out?
Yeah, I'll give you a round. You guys can reduce your stress by 1. It's long enough conversation, at least.
Let's take another look at my picture too, so I have 0 stress.
Yeah, I'll use my signature item.
Right off the bat. Smart.
Yeah, I got to. I'm at fucking 9 stress.
Just take some more nap relief.
You don't have any
more. I would.
Should have brought more.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be addicted either. I didn't think we were gonna get hit by the stress-inducing monkeys.
Yeah.
I did warn you it was gonna ramp up.
Monkeys?
With my coin too. It's my signature item.
To be honest, I had no idea what the monkeys were capable of, because I don't see their attack chart in Foundry. So, yeah.
Is this cult firstborn wearing any kind of armor?
Let me check. I believe they have Kevlar vests.
Okay, we're gonna put that on the doctor.
Yes, they do.
Could I have fit in a banter, or use my banter during this time?
Of course.
Okay. Another stress.
Anders probably needs some of that too. Oh yeah, he's at 11 stress.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, just don't let him do anything.
Yeah, not like he's going to be doing much, but still.
I'm just going to take the gun away from him.
He's just going to give us more stress for no reason.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, that's what you guys are going to do, right? So. Yeah, I think, unless you guys want to do anything else, or anything else you guys want to discuss, you let me know.
Honestly, I'm just not in that right headspace of what we were talking to her about last time, even with your recap.
Basically, to make a long story short, rather than describe this in innuendos and cryptic language, and based on what you've learned from Maitland, is that the hieroglyphics of the engineers can be translated into musical notes. The engineers appear to use music to activate much of their technology and machinery. In particular, the urn that you recovered from the two kids who stole the urn from the two deceased doctors at Morgan's Bluff Spaceport apparently has specific information that can be used to they're referring to it as a genetic marker, which ultimately means if they can translate that particular group of hieroglyphics, they think it is the key to being able to manipulate the black goo and or the xenomorph. And what Dr. Alawalia has shown you is that what she has learned from being in this particular temple, because again, you found out that she is kind of a plant for Deep Void, in that whether or not Deep Void knew the cult was gonna be here, you're not sure, but she's been playing along with the cult, trying to get them to play nice, one, to make sure herself and other hostages don't get killed, but two, because now she's been able to get into the Engineer Temple and actually look at some of these hieroglyphics and translate them. So basically what you're realizing is that the information you have on her PDAT and on that the MCD, the modular computing device that she has, appears to have the fully finalized, translated group of this hieroglyphics that everybody seems to be after.
I will say to her, hey, Doc, has Mishka treated you okay? Are you injured or?
Oh, I haven't had any real interactions with her. I mean, I've seen her in the distance speaking with some of the other cult members, but it's always just been the some of the members like this guy that were talking to me.
If you've seen her from afar, do you know what kind of security detail does she typically have on her?
Well, there's been at least, I'd say, probably 2 or 3 dozen cult members that I've seen.
With 3 dozen?
Well, throughout,
Right.
I was above ground before I got brought down here, so some of them stayed up there, and then, about a dozen of them came down here with Mishka and Janice.
Dozen, okay. We've killed 2 so far?
3.
3? Okay.
Did we say? Do we know where we're going? Are we going out which door?
This door here leads back to the hallway.
Yeah.
So this is the only door you haven't explored so far.
Did we ask her where that door leads? Does she know the way around base?
No, this is the first time I've been down here.
Okay. I'm gonna tell her to move away from the door and say, O'Connell, you're with me. As we open the door, aim through.
Do you guys want to risk any more time resting?
Fuck. That is tempting. I mean, I'm at 6 stress still, even with all that.
About 7.
Wow.
I mean, we have one of our priority targets in our possession. Do we know how many other hostages are down here, if any?
You do not.
I think we were told that the doctor and 5 or 6 other hostages were brought.
Yeah.
That is what Anders told you. Yes.
Right.
Well, they're all dead.
2 of them just died, I think, out here.
There was a group of 4 or 5. There were 6. I'm sorry, there was 4 at the steps. So you think that could be all of them?
So what?
Right.
I mean, if you asked her, she would tell you they didn't take anybody else further. It was just Mishka, Jonas, and a few other cultists.
So we're not under any real, at this point, like strict time restraints really any further. We've got our main objective. We failed getting the hostages out of here. Now we just need to meet up. With
you've
Mishka.
rescued most of the hostages that you've come across.
Right. I'm just saying the ones down here we failed. Yeah, we failed pretty badly there. So yeah, and they're down here searching for stuff, which could take a pretty extended period of time, depending. I'm leaning towards rest.
Sure. I just want to reiterate there's that possibility of them having a nuke.
What are they gonna do? Blow themselves up? Well, Mishka's not gonna do that. She's not gonna kill herself. I mean, maybe these other psychos
are
but
crazy
not
cultists,
Mishka.
right?
Well, yeah,
What do we
but
think,
not
like half an
Mishka's
hour?
not one of them.
Thinking like half an hour, or
Let's just make it a solid, afternoon. Just
4 hours, some time with the boys. We'll crack open some cold ones.
have a few beers, pass a pigskin around, like.
you don't have Cruz. You can't just randomly pull stuff out of your bag.
No.
Look, he left
We
a
could talk-
six-pack for us.
That's
We could toss Maitland around, pass him around.
that's
Hold on.
Cruz, right? Not Johnson that has that talent.
Yeah, it's Cruz. Yeah, it's like, wow, the guy gave me a 24-pack of Bud Light.
24-pack.
What's that? 5 more nap relief?
24-pack of nap relief.
Yeah, I just
He
take the
knew
whole
just
thing
what I
at once.
needed.
We're all getting addicted.
He's actually the guy who gets me my drugs normally, so this all tracks.
But a turn? 15 minutes? 30 minutes?
Another.
What do y'all think?
I think we
Well, I
can
got
probably
0
spare
for-
half.
Yeah,
So
I've
you
got
guys
like
on
one
the-
stress, so.
How much stress you guys want to go? And heal.
Give me a all view. Actually, you probably don't need to roll this. You guys would see that the doctor is, as you guys are discussing this, she's kind of fidgeting a little bit and looking at the body of the cultist.
Something wrong, Doc?
Well, I don't have any nap relief, but these cultists are carrying X-stims.
Oh yeah, we collected some of those.
What does X stims do in this game?
Well, that's the beauty.
It's meth.
They don't give you hard and fast rules.
Oh, sweet.
She says,
Are we familiar with what an XM is, or
yeah, it's basically super illegal and potentially addictive stimulant that gets you going like crank. Yeah, it's like just go fucking nuts.
It's meth. It's meth. It's
It ma-
100% meth.
It makes you stronger, faster, crazier, feel less pain, but you might lose some teeth and or get addicted.
Lose teeth.
you could be more like Tagar?
All the kids are doing, they're just knocking their teeth out to be like the hero Tagar.
Could potentially help you overcome any nervousness regarding the situation we're in for a time.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, we collected some topside. Not that I put that in my inventory, but
I'll rummage through the firstborn's pockets.
Yep. He's got a couple doses.
There it is. It's right there, just like you said. Look at that.
It's an
Wait,
injectable.
didn't I yell at you, Johnson, for this?
I was selling weed, okay?
Yeah, he was definitely not selling X-Stims.
Okay, let's reel it in here,
Yeah.
boss.
What is worse in this timeline? X-Stims or weed?
Oh, X-Stims, for sure.
What's worth meth or weed?
My point. I yelled at you for dealing weed.
I'll tell
Now
you...
you're trying to pass out X-Stims.
I'll tell you the description here. Like I said, they don't actually give you rules for what they do. They leave it up to the GM. But it says these are more extreme. These are the more extreme drugs out there that most ethical corporations work to keep off of their colonies. These X drugs increase strength, endurance, and the senses, but prolonged use can result in severe side effects such as hallucinations, seizures, psychosis, and stroke. The Colonial Marine Corps is rumored to be experimenting with new powerful X-Stims for its soldiers, and some unscrupulous companies quietly supply their workers with similar illegal stimulants in an effort to increase productivity. Effects and prices may vary.
Yeah, I'm not touching that shit unless it's, no offense, Doc, but unless it's like a desperate moment.
That's why I bring it up.
I've seen what that does to soldiers.
Look, we can probably take a 15-minute or half an hour break, check your gear, reload. As I look at Reed.
Hey, I got a rifle.
He hasn't said a fucking word, and y'all are already bullying.
I'm
Well,
just
maybe
making
if you
sure
stop dropping
his
his
weapon
clips.
has ammo in it.
Yeah. I got my rifle that I took. And it's got 2 ammo in there, or 2, reloads.
And
This guy probably has some ammo too.
I'll tell you what. Dr. Alwalia has the analysis talent. If you guys want, I'll make her make a roll for it. And any successes she have, you guys can ask questions about any of the engineer stuff. Because if she passes that, that'll reduce another point of stress.
Oh, okay.
She does have a pretty good dice pool. And by pretty good, I mean it couldn't get better unless she was a synthetic. Apparently they maxed this out. So if you guys want her to take that test, she will.
Sure.
Why not?
So, yeah. We'll
Alright.
hang out for a little while longer and ask some questions.
Alright, so let's do the observation roll.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Would you like her to push that?
A little bit.
Oh yeah, because I think if you fail this, you actually get a point of stress.
My God.
Thank God.
There.
Wow. Okay.
There we go.
So you guys can reduce your stress by 1 point for this. How long are you resting?
I was thinking half an hour.
Alright, so that's 2
That
more
work for
points of
everybody?
stress.
Do we get to banter during that period as well?
It's what I'm checking. Yeah, it drops 2 steps for every turn. So you'll drop a total of 5 more stress.
That's zeroes me out, baby. I did have a question. Is this guy still? Is this guy carrying any like the same rifle as the others have been carrying?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
he's-
so
He's got a knife, a rebreather mask, the Kevlar vest which you put on the dock. The breaching charge on him did not get detonated because you guys sneak attacked him. He's got the F90 Three World Empire assault rifle and a bunch of X drugs.
Okay. I think because we're running a little low on ammo, I should probably take his weapon. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Sure.
Not necessarily for me, but
Anyone who needs.
if anybody needs it.
Read.
I know it's
I
not your
hear I
forte.
need a lot of ammo.
Do his eyes kind of like dart over to where Reed is counting his ammo clips? Like 1,
You mean zero? Fuck.
Laying out
Does
all
it
the
have any
clips.
reloads on him? Does he have any ammo on him?
He's got one extra reload.
Okay, and he said a breaching charge as well. I mean, that might be
Yeah, it's undamaged.
grabbing.
So it was two from the half an hour, one from
The doc.
analysis, the doc,
And two
and
more
then
from banter. 'Cause
two
you
more from
you
banter.
get one extra
Okay.
for banter for each. So in total, you guys reduced 7 stress because
okay.
you were here for a turn talking to her, and you're going to rest for another 2 turns. So that's 6 stress, and then 1 from the doc.
Damn, I wouldn't have used my item if I knew he was going to be sticking around.
Agreed.
We didn't know. That's the thing, though. You never. That's the gamble. You never really know.
Yeah.
Chris,
Scaarr.
does it cost me an action if I just want to like if I just carrying this gun like on my shoulder from its shoulder strap and just drop it? Is that an action?
No.
Okay, just to like unencumber myself essentially.
Mhm.
If we get in the shit.
All right. So I rolled 4 successes. You guys can ask 4 questions, or I guess each of you can ask 1 question during your time here while you're resting and prepping. Also, Adam, how much ammo are you completely out of smart gun ammo?
Yeah.
So what do you have left now? What are you using?
Well, I got the rifle from our Anders, the one he picked up from one of the cultists.
Gotcha. Okay.
We swapped on pistol, and I got the rifle for that.
Okay. All right. And well, those 2 guys blew up, so their stuff's probably toast.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, each of you can ask 1 question of the good doctor.
I got one. So obviously we saw all the empty urns. Were these urns empty, always empty, or was that black goo released somewhere in the compound?
She's not sure, but she says it looks to me like that room was basically firebombed. So based on what I see there, I think either someone preemptively destroyed it to neutralize the goo, or maybe the goo had been unleashed and the fire was unleashed afterwards to try to contain it. Seems to have worked. She would indicate that the fire there was not something the cult did. It was like that. So it's probably been like that for, God knows how long.
Okay, guess I'll go. Why do you think the engineers created the black goo?
It seems to be some sort of genetic accelerant that can fundamentally change the genetic makeup of a creature. Some people think that the engineers even created humanity. I don't know if I necessarily believe that, but it is a potent chemical, to say the least. And if we could unlock its potential, the possibilities are endless.
So we've seen some of the effects when a person comes into contact with this stuff. What all does it do? What reactions have been observed with this when it comes into contact with a person?
Well, typically direct contact with the actual goo will result in rapid deterioration of the subject at a cellular and molecular level. Basically, for lack of a better term, internal disintegration.
Game Mother, what do we know? This is going to be hard discerning player knowledge from character knowledge. And I think it's vague even for you, but what do we know about the border bombings?
You guys have learned that someone is dropping bioweapons that are wiping out colonies, and you have heard rumors of stuff that sounds similar to the black goo.
Okay, so we are connecting the dots.
Yes.
Correlation between the results of the border bombings and this. So okay, so O'Connell would then be like, what the holy shit, are these like these engineers still around? Are they the ones going around bombing colonies?
That I don't know. I've never seen nor heard of a live engineer.
Unless the UPP has weaponized this somehow.
It could be.
But oh fuck, I forget her name. The colonel or
Vuvu?
captain, Vuvu, thank you. But well, I guess we could ask Vuvu. I feel like she'd have a pretty big fucking issue with this if the UPP was doing this.
The doctor says, for what it's worth, most of our colleagues think that this is the work of the engineers, but there's really no hard proof of that. It's all speculation and conjecture. You know, the accelerant can cause rapid mutation as well, depending on the dosage or how direct one comes in contact with it.
Yeah, we've seen.
Yes, we've had some success with experiments, various variants of the chemical.
Yeah, we know. You know, we're part of the same outfit. Remember? Right. We know. Right, guys? We know what she's talking about.
Well, she also thinks that you guys are just like soldiers and grunts, so you probably
They
don't
probably
know.
don't
What,
tell us.
O'Connell's just poorly like playing it off. Like, yeah, we're part of Black Void, or Deep Throat, or yeah.
deep goo? Yeah, right. I got this right.
Goo.
Yeah. All right, Reed. You have any questions for the good doctor?
Yeah, on this map, are you able to decipher this to know where the engineers are currently?
No, I'm not. I'm not sure. I don't know where these coordinates are. I would need more time to study this, but I don't think this is anywhere within the Middle Heavens, which is your guys' galaxy, basically. I think this is somewhere deep in the void.
It'd be where they're from. I'm just saying this generally, not as a part of the 4 questions.
Perhaps.
Just go fucking bomb them. See how they like it.
Well, maybe someone already has that plan.
Maybe a crazy synth is, you know.
He's already on his way. I mean, he brought a bunch of things with him. That's crazy what can happen in the cinematic universe.
I mean, all signs point to the border bombers are most likely engineers. The results of the attacks, like those on Ariarchus, we've been able to document well enough. It's clear it's the accelerant being used. There's no way that the cult has the sources of resources to carry out attacks like this. And even though the UPP is studying this, they're behind.
Why isn't this conveyed to the leadership? Like, I mean, we've got 2 military powers that think each other is doing this. This could potentially stop aggressions. If we all have a common enemy, it could stop the fucking war.
She looks at you kind of puzzled at that question.
Sorry, I'm taking from the Watchmen comic book.
If anybody wants, they may give me a either observation or manipulation roll. Did you ask your question yet, Reed?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was about the map.
That's right. For those of you that pass, you notice that Dr. Alwalia's body language and demeanor changes a little bit after that question that Scaarr asks.
Yeah,
Bet it did. Fuck this doctor. Don't even. Fuck her.
She gets really quiet.
Oh shit, I've been spilling secrets to people who aren't part of Deep Void.
Right, well, we gotta get you to safety, Doc. And we gotta find this crazy fucking synth, don't we?
Yeah.
What was that, Eric?
Are we ready to move out then?
I think so.
Sweet.
We
Hell yeah.
probably should before I give away any more. Before he's gonna keep talking if we don't.
We want to check this door first.
Let's get her done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Are you taking
No.
the doctor and Anders with you?
No, I'm taking O'Connell with me. And Reed and Johnson are going to stay here with the doctor and Anders while we check down the hallway.
Okay. All right. So the two of you open this door. You find there's this. It's about 2 meters wide, probably 50 meters or longer hallway. The ceiling is very tall. It's about 9 meters high, and it slants upwards. You guys can tell you're on a bit of an incline. Slowly at first, but then probably at least like a 45-degree incline. It's fairly steep. You can hear some sort of like noise in the distance. It's kind of hard to make out. It's kind of just like a white noise right now, but there's some ongoing consistent noise coming from the end of this tunnel. Unlike the rest of the temple, this passageway is very smoothly carved, and there are no hieroglyphics carved anywhere. Do you continue to the end, to the top?
I can't.
Oh, it's probably just the way the walls are working.
Yeah.
It's really narrow.
Yeah, that's why. Let me fix that. Hold on. I did not make these walls. This is actually made by the company.
And we determined we can't
How about now?
radio
Can you-
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Can we radio
okay.
each other? Just not up? Like, can we radio...
When you try your comms, it does not reach back to the other two. It does. You and O'Connell can talk over your comms, but when you're at the end of the tunnel here, you can't. The signal doesn't go through. And when you get to the top here, you can feel a cool breeze coming from beyond, and you can hear this white noise grows louder and louder, and you can now hear this kind of crashing roar of water. Reed, you probably would have healed at that point as well, because remember, you get a health back every turn.
Yeah.
Johnson and Reed, while you guys are sitting here waiting for them to go ahead, you both heard. Oh my god! You both hear what sounds like a muffled explosion from somewhere in the temple or in the tunnels. It sounds like it's coming from the way you guys came, not ahead.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
No, it does not sound good.
Is there anything here we can use to barricade both doors?
No, everything is... There's nothing that can be moved. It's all part of the machine. If either of you would like to give me an observation test, you may.
Oh, thank God.
What
Okay.
success?
Johnson, you also can hear on the edge of your hearing, distant and muffled, what sounds like gunfire.
Okay, well, someone's coming this way, it sounds like, and they got guns.
Yeah, I think it's best we just get moving.
Yeah, let's start following the leader.
Yeah, I'll take the rear so these two are not in between fire.
Okay, I guess I'll take the front.
Johnson, do you the one that had the PDAT?
I think so.
The enemy one, yes.
The one
Or did
that she was showing you.
Yeah, I convinced her to give me the PDAT for security purposes.
Yeah, as you guys are getting ready, she says, Private, perhaps I should carry the data so it's not in harm's way should we encounter any more of these lunatics.
I'm gonna have to respectfully decline that. It's now under operational care.
Give me a observation or manipulation roll, please.
One success. We'll push that.
You can...
Cranking that,
3 successes.
cranking that stress up.
You can tell she's not happy with that.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Okay. Tagar and O'Connell, when you get to the top here, so what you see, this line here denotes the edge of a cliff. You realize you are very high up in a massive, massive cavern. The darker green here represents, you can see when you look down over the edge of the cliff, there is a raging river that heads this way to the north of the map and somewhere out of the cavern. The very dark green right here, this is I'm sorry, that is the river. My mistake. So you can't even see beyond because it is so dark. But this is the cliff edge right here, and then this is more rock, lower. You know, it's just at the edge of your vision below you, and then this dark green here, this is the river itself, and it looks huge. You can tell from the south here is a massive waterfall. And the ground that you guys are on continues, that goes this way, it continues to elevate and go up at a slight angle.
Does this resemble anything we would have noticed when we were outside?
No. But this looks natural. This doesn't look like it was man-made or alien-made.
But we didn't know of any like rivers or waterfalls.
There was actually a couple big lakes outside when you guys first got out here, so it probably dumps into one of those at some point.
Hey, God, don't Don't go chasing waterfalls, okay?
Hey, you're gonna jump in. We're gonna figure out where this ends. We'll use the tracking device to find you.
I used to go tubing back on Homeworld.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Swan Dive.
Pile of rocks.
Just land a little too short.
Belly flop it.
The tide pulls back, just revealing clumps of sharp rocks.
So, Johnson and Reed, you guys join them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Okay.
coming up behind.
Yeah, that's fine.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, some explosions and gunfire were heard further down, so we decided it'd be better to come up with you.
Better to be shooting down a hallway than in an open room.
Okay. Doctor, are you familiar with where we are here? Where this leads?
She just shakes her head.
Alright. Well, we can either stay out here, or we go back towards the tunnels and hope that leads where we're going. Or-
Well, you can
Either
see the
way.
path continues up ahead.
Yeah, but our understanding is that we need to go back inside, right? Or we have no idea.
You have no idea. She did say that Mishka and Janice went this way.
Okay.
So I know you guys haven't actually revealed the map, but for sake of purposes, you guys know that the three tunnels from the main hall with the big heads all lead to the same place. So there is nowhere else to go except this path you've taken. So you've seen no other doors. There's no other passageways. There's no other tunnels, and Anders has not pointed anything else out to you. So, as far as you can tell, this is the way to go.
So, this tunnel here, in theory, just goes back into this
Wait, I'm sorry, which one?
main court. So this hallway here
Yes, it all
goes
connects.
just back into
Yep,
here.
yep, it connects right here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a backwards E
Gotcha.
is the shape of that tunnel.
Okay. All right. Johnson, you're in front with me. O'Connell and Reed, you watch your backs. Anders and the doctor stay between us.
Is there a way we can jerry-rig a breaching charge here? So if something passes by, they trip it?
Sure. Give me a heavy machinery.
While this is going on, can I talk to O'Connell, kind of further away from the doctor?
Yeah. Also, you guys, when you're in here, you have to kind of raise your voice to be heard because of the sound of the waterfall.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you just walk away a couple feet, you'd have to be screaming, and if you accidentally push him, you'll just knock him over, and nobody will hear him scream as he falls to his death. So
Yeah, I'll get right up to the cliff edge.
Nice. Just
As
saunter
the
up.
breaching charge misfires.
What's going on, Johnson?
So I do have 2 breaching charges on me if you want to take one of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know O'Connell has the extra one off the guy's suit as well.
I'm encumbered, so let me give him mine, just so I can be
Okay,
less
there you go.
encumbered.
Gotcha.
okay.
So the doctor definitely knows we're not deep void now. She just asked for her PDAT back. So I've still got it.
Might have been my fault.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
okay.
a little bit.
Hey, if you could turn off your body cam, and I'm going to turn off my camera. Yeah, everything.
Here we go. This is
And
where
I
we
will-
get into gray area, folks.
Yeah, great.
It's about to get wet.
I will try to stealthily hand him the PDAT. Let's just make copy all that.
Ooh,
And then
sneaky.
maybe email it to yourself or someone else.
It counts them down, but as soon as I get an uplink, I'll do that.
Sounds good. All right.
So
I
Slap
tend to
him
get
on the
shot a
ass,
lot,
I'll
just
walk
so you
away.
know. Just you know. Okay.
So you give
I
him
shot-
the
I too got
PDAD
shot
and
a
the MDC?
Yeah.
Okay. Please give me a mobility test.
Balls in the water.
I'll fucking push that, I guess, because. Well, nope, I'm dog shit at this. Nothing I can do. Well, she knows you have it, but that's okay.
Does she? She could have rolled really bad.
She could have. Yeah, she could. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe Anders is trying to keep her busy. Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe that was Anders rolling. You don't know. Maybe it was something else.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something else here watching you.
That would
I
be so
don't.
cool.
Like one of those
Oh.
faces. One of those big stone faces.
Its
Like
eyes
big
just
watch.
tracking
You know?
us.
Silently
Mishka's
judging
here.
you.
God only knows the queen might be.
Because none of you have tried to kill anyone else in the squad. That's how you know there's not a queen.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's great. That's something
Okay,
else.
did anyone give me a heavy machinery to set up
Yeah,
the
I got one.
bomb? You got a success? Okay. Where do you put it? Like right here?
It's
at
like
the-
right here. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. We do like a tripwire, something like that?
Yeah. Tripwire.
Cool. All right. Do you wish to push that? I'll just be clear. If anything does come here, they'll make an observation test. The more successes you have, the harder the test is going to be for them.
No, I'm not gonna risk more stress for it. It's
Okay.
fine.
All right. Okay. With that being said, anything else, or do you guys continue forward?
Let's keep going. Yeah.
All right. So, you guys can see there are lines here that denote zones. Obviously, they're very large. You guys are free to move forward, and as you do, you see that the path continues forward, kind of curves to the left a little bit, and to the right, you do see there is a large stone door that clearly is part of the temple. You can tell it's got similar designs and hieroglyphics you've seen here from the engineers, and that is what you guys see.
I did want to something occurred to me just before we start moving. Can I, seeing I know Johnson's not the most sneaky person on the planet. Can I try to attempt to notice her noticing us with an observation?
You don't have to. You can tell she's watching Johnson when he walks away.
Okay. It's just
So Johnson walks towards you.
secret.
So Johnson's back is to her, and you look over his shoulder and you can see she's not even really hiding it. She's obviously watching him.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what would you say, Eric? You're muted. Yeah.
Oh.
You said something like right before Scaarr said something.
So yeah, she's making it obvious.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to attempt the door?
Alrighty. Guess I'll do it. No one's gonna step up. I'll do it.
Guns ho, read.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, aren't you
Read
the
job,
shield
you
guy?
Yes.
Commanders lead from the front.
That's right. Unless
Unless
they're
they're
Skaven.
Skaven.
Skaven commanders lead from the
Hey.
back. Best rule in the game.
I mean, I hold the shield at every door I open. So, ready?
Even my own bedroom. At this point in the campaign, I trust no one. Okay,
Not even myself.
you open the door,
Equipment.
and you find yourself in another gigantic, basically corridor, big chamber. Let me make sure I'm reading the right thing here. Okay. So I just want to point out, when you guys do look over the edge of the cliff, it's actually so high up that you can't actually see the river below. It's out of line of sight, so it's
Good thing we didn't go jumping in.
it's far. Okay, so you get inside this this massive path, and you see on either side here are these huge statues. They're about 3 meters tall, of these massive humanoid-looking creatures that have kind of a similar design to the tunnels you've been through, that have these kind of like ribbed textures on them. They have this ribbed texture on their body, primarily on their chest and arms and legs. And then they have these large bulbous heads, which look similar to the giant carved stone heads you've seen in the temple. And they have what looks like a almost like a trunk hanging from their face, like an elephant trunk, like that, like something of that nature. They don't look like they're made of stone, though. They look like they're made of something else, but not stone. Or if it is stone, it's a stone you've never seen before. Like, it's kind of like almost like a blackish color.
Does it look like shiny or?
A little bit when you shine your light on it. But you can tell it's not just like regular stone. It doesn't... Yeah, it looks weird.
I'll tell everybody don't touch anything.
Reed has his finger like pointing. We're about to touch it.
Okay. I'm not...
Shiny button.
We'll assume that the two of them are between you guys as you guys move around. That's what you want them. You can tell Dr. Alawalia is very interested in these as she looks up and her eyes kind of go wide, either with fright or shock or amazement or maybe something in between.
Do we notice that she's
Yes.
very interested like that?
Yeah. Like, when she gets in here, she stops and she's just like looking up at one of these in awe.
Do you recognize this?
It's almost like she doesn't hear you for a moment. She seems so enthralled by what she's seeing. And even Anders has a similar look to him, but Johnson, you could tell it's much more reverent, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What are these?
She says, "I wish I knew, Corporal."
First time seeing, I take it.
She just kind of keeps staring at it in awe. And you do see she does actually reach out to touch it.
Do you know what they're made out of?
I stop her.
She...
What kind of fucking scientist are you? Don't just touch everything you see. What is this, Prometheus?
I was just gonna say it, like the ones in Prometheus, obviously. Which, by the way, all right, people do that shit all the time in real life. So the fact that it happens in a movie when they discover an alien species is not unbelievable whatsoever. And furthermore, if they had included the deleted scenes, you would understand why he does that. Because that is that guy's dream, to discover alien life. So when he sees that, it's insane, okay? Like, the fucking Fucking Steve Irwin picks up any fucking wild animal out there, okay? And we don't bat an eye.
Steve Irwin has handled those exact animals hundreds of times prior. All right, he's not a scientist on an alien fucking world.
There was a first time
infections and all sorts of things. We know just from coming to America that diseases spread very easily.
No, they don't. That's a lie.
Sorry.
That's a lie that the fake news.
Fake news manufactured by the corporate Weyland-Yutani media. Okay.
Bait and switch. You got me.
But yeah. So, but yeah, she's like, yeah, like I'm like a Prometheus scientist, obviously.
Yeah. Just don't touch anything, okay? I know this is very awe-inspiring, but I've seen what this stuff can do to somebody. Maybe not this stuff, but just don't touch anything.
Ask her again. Do you recognize the material or what the shape is?
She shakes her head. No.
Do I believe her?
Give me an observation or manipulation roll. Ooh, a panic. You're not sure? You're not sure.
Alright, I'm gonna open the next door.
Okay. You open the next door, and inside you see several figures. And it opens up into another large chamber. Don't move any further, because that's about as far as you can go. But everybody's free to move up to where Tagar is, so you guys can kind of see the layout of the room. So, what you see is there is a central path that goes across, very similar in shape and size to the tunnel that you guys are currently in, or the chamber that you're in. However, on the sides here, these lines that are sticking out, these indicate massive, to you what look like ancient sarcophagi. But they are huge. About the size, a little bit bigger than the statues you see in the previous hall. They are standing vertically, so, feet to head towards the ceiling. And each of these stone sarcophagus coffins are covered in the engineer hieroglyphics all over the lids. Inside this, for lack of a better term, crypt. I need to move this. Reed, you went too far. Okay. You guys can go here. There you go. Inside, you see several figures. Just beyond you, there are two members of the cult. Their backs are to you, though, and they do not seem to notice you when you guys first walk in. Again, not to scale this map, okay? So they're not right on top of you, but they're within, 10, 20 feet maybe. They're actually probably about here, but give or take. Further beyond them, you see three other figures. One, you see another cultist talking to a very familiar-looking, attractive, blonde woman who you recognize as Mishka. She's currently talking to that guy. She seems to say something. Just beyond them, you see there's another doorway. And next to them is a man who you would recognize from the mission briefing as the leader of the cult, Grand Seer Janice Rudy Fields. An older-looking man with whitish hair, very thick, bushy eyebrows, otherwise clean-shaven, but a bit overweight and out of shape. with piercing blue eyes. You can see he currently has on a neurovisor, which is attached to a small device that they have set up on the ground, probably some sort of power source, and it appears to be connected to all of these sarcophagi, which, now that you have a chance to kind of take in the scene, you can see that they have lights and devices on them. Again, all engineered technology, but that clearly indicate that these are not just stone coffins. These are probably some sort of containment chamber. Maybe a cryo chamber or a containment field or something of that nature. Maybe a medical bed. But it's clear that they're powered by something. Two of them have the stone slabs have been taken off, and they have fallen to the floor and broken into several huge chunks. One of them inside is completely empty. Inside the other one is the desiccated corpse of a creature that looks very similar to the statues outside. However, it does not have this long trunk. Instead, it has the large humanoid bulbous head that looks almost identical to the carved heads you've seen in the temple. I'm mistaken. It does have a trunk over it, but you realize the trunk is some sort of rebreather mask. It's not actually part of the creature. The other four sarcophagi appear to be active and online. They are still closed, and you can hear a low, deep, steady heartbeat emanating throughout this chamber, clearly in tune with some of the lights on some of these devices. The last cryo chamber, sarcophagus thing that Janice is standing next to, is open. The lid is off, and you can see inside is what looks like a completely normal, non-desiccated version of one of these creatures. It is clearly in some sort of suspended animation or hypersleep or medically induced coma. It is just standing there, kind of strapped into this this device. And you recognize the neurovisor is identical to the ones you saw in the lab way back when you first met Mishka, the ones that were being used on the sleepers, the experiments. He is using that, and it is obvious that he is connecting it to this creature. I think that's a good place to take our break. Everyone, go grab a Dr. Pepper, and we'll be back to see what the fuck is happening.
Oh my god.
BRB.
Peace. What's up, Briney? Thank you for joining us on this fine evening.
Briny.
Got more of that black cherry Dr. Pepper we're working our way through. Let's just... Oh, yeah.
Couldn't even hear it.
But like we'd
Showed up
lead,
on my thing.
but like when we'd go to the range or something, so we'd be out at the range for like a week or two, and like we would mostly hang out to that weapon the whole time.
Okay, I gotcha.
But we would be out in the field, so we wouldn't like bring it home with us.
Yeah, okay.
Like there was restrictions to where like we weren't allowed to even travel with it in our own personal vehicles, so we couldn't drive it back and forth to like anywhere.
Okay, that answers my question. All right, cool.
They,
All right.
they would even check us for ammo if we even went to the bathrooms.
Well, glad to see someone does. All right. First of all, I realized I have different music here that I wanted to be playing. So I'm going to switch it over there. We're back, folks. Some creepier music. And second, I have some images to share with you folks. So you can see exactly what the fuck it is you're looking at. I've got 2 images here of the creature. Now, this is standing upright. It's not laying down like it is in the picture, so just rotate this 90 degrees to the right, and this is what you see. How do I share? Share. Yep. There's one. And here is the second one.
Nice.
And this creature is a good, like, I don't know, 8 to 10 feet tall. It's huge. So, that is what you see. You see Mishka gets finished speaking with the one cultist, and he exits out this doorway and disappears out of sight. What would you guys like to do?
Theoretically, we have to jump on the Colt.
They don't seem to notice you. You can tell they are very interested in whatever they're doing over there, and they're probably supposed to be guarding, but they're a little distracted. And the room is so big, and like there's still the sound of the, even though it's a little muffled, the sound of the waterfall is still coming through the openings here. And
We have muzzle suppressors. We could ace these 2 guys.
Yeah, we could even take Mishka captive.
That'd be nice.
and Janus
That's the
seems
plan?
completely occupied with the neurovisor at this point.
That's the plan. Ace the first 2 and try and...
Trying to capture Mishka, I think. And Janus, yeah. It's kind of like the
alright.
Orcas, right?
Technically, we have the doctor who can decipher. We don't
We don't-
need...
Hey, Colt's not hostages. We don't need to bring them in.
Well, I meant the... Well,
Are they wearing the same vest?
Yes.
If I aim, can I avoid shooting them in the chest with
Yes.
the explosive? Okay.
Yes, you can.
I will aim at one of these guys.
All right.
And I'll aim at the other one.
Yeah, we'll shoot.
My
Go
muzzle
for
suppressor is
headshots.
on. Yeah.
Do you both have muzzle suppressors?
Sure. We're
Every-
all
sure.
aiming. I think we all does. Yeah, we.
For a minute, Scaarr, I misread your hat.
I see what you
Don't
did.
you even? Don't you even?
But it's not red, so it's obviously not.
It's black and white. Yeah, come on. Not.
He's just a gothic one, you know?
Oh my
Now
god.
I feel like I can't wear this hat.
Gotta be careful.
Troll. Okay. You're all aiming? Double sneak
Yep.
attacks here?
Yeah.
Double co-op sneak attack, huh? That's a first.
This is
All right.
something
What on the cultist?
Mm-hmm.
even Tenchu I've never did.
Yep.
I mean, we're Marines, right? We can all fire at the same time.
Yeah, there's plenty of room. So, all of you give me.
Hope they see me, I'm down.
I was gonna say you guys get
Click.
+2 dice to this roll.
I mean,
In
I rolled a
addition to our,
panic.
aim,
Yes. It's actually in the book. Oh, Johnson,
Get it.
folks.
Really? One?
For those not
don't worry, I take care of
watching,
it.
Johnson rolled 0 successes and a
my
stress
God.
on like what 12 dice, and then rolled his 2 extra dice and got a 6. And then Reed just rolled 12 dice and got 0
This is not
successes.
talking.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So, Tagar with 5 successes. One shot right through the back of the guy's head in such a way that his body barely makes a noise when he hits the ground. O'Connell gets 1 success. I
got 3.
Oh, you got 3? Okay. Did you? Oh,
I
you pushed. You
yeah.
pushed. Okay, they all got jacked up. So, you do a fairly good job as well. However, everyone except Tagar panicked. So,
Didn't panic. Yeah.
I kept it together.
That
O'Connell-
was the Owen O'Connell one.
Yep. O'Connell rolled stress, and Johnson rolled a stress.
Yeah, but not Reed.
Reed
Reed just missed.
At least I didn't click.
I assumed you were gonna push because you're trying to stealth attack guys. But...
Fuck no. I ain't getting more panic. I need to reserve that ammo.
Okay. So O'Connell and Broderick, they like quadruple tap the guy to make sure he's dead. So
Pull out the old knife.
but you do drop them. However, your guns do go click. The two of you that burn through your ammo, and Mishka does hear the second body fall, and she turns towards you, and she turns and she has a bit of a shocked look on her face, but perhaps not too terribly surprised. And she doesn't look like she's armed.
Hands up.
She puts her hands up.
I'm gonna reload my gun.
Hello,
Yes,
Cerberus
same,
squad. It's been a while. Oh wait, I gotta get my Russian accent on. Hold on.
Russian accent and your robot voice.
Oh god, this is too many. I'll see what I can do.
I believe you.
But yes, she turns to you guys. Hello, Cerberus squad.
Not long enough.
Don't you hello Cerberus squad us, you cunt.
No. No need to be rude.
Don't everybody say something at once.
Broderick,
talking.
you can hear Maitland from inside your bag.
Muffled mate.
Is that her? Is that her, Mishka?
I don't even know actually.
Could just drop him in the waterfall.
O'Connell is slowly approaching with his gun drawn at her after he reloads.
Yeah, she doesn't move.
And he's gonna actually go up to Jonas and slowly remove his neuro visor.
I would not do that if I were you, Private.
Give me one
What's
good
going on
reason.
in here?
Well, I assume you're here to capture us, and Janice, being the leader of the cult, is probably prime objective, no? And if you're not aware, removing neurovisor while in use could cause irreparable damage to user. He can't hear you right now anyway. He's enamored with whatever it is he's looking at.
What exactly is he doing in there?
She says, well, Janice, before being leader of the cult, was a, what are they called? She says, I believe the term UA uses is dreamer, professional dreamer. I assume he's trying to access creatures' dreams. And she's kind of looking over the group of you. And, she sees you, O'Connell. She sees your arm. What happened to your arm, Private?
You know damn well probably what happened to my arm, you fucking asshole.
Such anger and rudeness. Simply ask the question.
Oh, this isn't me angry. Trust me. This is me calm and collected.
Johnson, from your bag, you can hear Maitland a little louder, but still with his kind of calm, monotone voice. I think it's time you reintroduce us, Private. It sounds like we might be able to make our deal now.
Yeah, okay. I'll look to Tagar to make sure he's okay with that.
Let's get this started.
Oh, zip. Pull him out.
Mishka, so good to see you again. And she has a bit of a wry smile on her face that kind of creeps on the corner of her mouth. She says, Dear Maitland, what have they done to you? It's but a temporary setback.
We had to carry him here.
Well, I suppose he could have walked on his own had you given him his body back, but I understand precautions.
Certain privileges were revoked.
Indeed. One can't be too careful. So, Maitland tells me you wish to perhaps broker a deal.
I mean, what exactly do you have to offer us?
Well, I think it's more what he had to offer you. But
Yeah, give them to you so you guys can conduct your freak experiments and hunt down these engineers for information. Sound about right?
that is about right, yes.
What'd you end up doing with the Queen?
Oh, don't worry. She's safe.
Are
Is
we?
she on planet?
No. She has nothing to do with... And she kind of looks at Janus. Him.
What is he doing right now? Don't play dumb. I'm on a real short fuse right now, as you already noted.
As I said, Private, he is viewing the creature's dreams.
What end?
Well, Janus here believes that the engineers are the next step in humanity's saviors, I guess is one way to put it. It's all really boring, really. He's just a means to an end. I will lead the cult. Myself and Maitland. We will lead the cult to our new home.
How will we safely get him off the neurovisor?
Well, once he's finished, then he can disconnect safely.
We're supposed to wait on him to decide when to finish.
That would be best, yes.
I don't know.
These creatures he's connected to, they the ones in these pods here? What are they?
These are the engineers. Or the star teachers, as our Arcturian friends like to call them. And you can see Anders is in, like, total shock. He's, like, kind of falling to his knees. Obviously, he's never seen this. Dr. Alawali is also equally, like, stunned to see one of these things. Mishka continues. Yes, quite a rare specimen to find one so, intact. Unfortunately, these cryo chambers are on the verge of failing. Probably because they're so old. It's Janus's, dream come true to find one in the flesh. But, as I said, Maitland and I will lead the cult to a new home. And you'll never hear from us again. Maitland kind of looks to you, Johnson. Well, Private? Now is the time. Simply hand me over, and I'll tell you what I know. I'll give you the final pieces to the puzzle.
Okay. Well, again, look at the rest of the squad, so you kind of see what they're thinking.
O'Connell puts his gun, like, on the strap and turns to Johnson. We hand him over. I get to do the honors. I get to send this fucker away.
If he cracked a joke, I'm shooting him.
Exactly.
That's O'Connell's job. Can't take this from him now.
I will hand Maitland to O'Connell.
Maitland says, don't do anything rash, O'Connell.
Is that a threat? Should we beat him?
It's not a
Hunt him
threat.
over there?
Just pointing out the obvious.
O'Connell kind of walks up to Mishka with Maitland. He kind of pulls Maitland up. Got one last joke before we part ways?
I'm afraid they escape me at the moment, Private. I must admit yours were better.
That's all I wanted to hear, Maitland. And O'Connell drives the combat knife through his skull. And twists.
And then I'm going to shoot Mishka.
Alright. I am going to need mobility rolls here. Because
No.
she
You got
obviously
her.
does not trust you.
Yeah, there's no shot I passed that, so you're good. Oh, never mind. I got one.
Nice.
Nice job, Broderick.
Wheezing with a punctured lung.
You guys had to have seen that coming.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you handed it to him, and I was like,
Yeah. I knew what's going to happen.
All right.
That's okay.
So, you pull out the knife, you go to stab him, and just
does he
as...
bite it between his teeth?
No, he didn't get a roll. Believe it or not, the head did not get a defensive roll. This is all Mishka. Yeah, he's like Nixon in Futurama, the fucking head in the jar on his arm, growling. Just as fast, Mishka pulls a pistol from like the back of her belt, and she's got it. Basically, you guys are like at a like a face off here, O'Connell. She gets the gun up right under your chin, and she gets her other hand up so that you stab her through the palm, but she stops you from getting Maitland's from hitting Maitland. Johnson, you bring your gun up to shoot, but after this happens, O'Connell's in the way and you don't have a clear shot to Mishka. And there's like a second or two where everything is at a standstill and you guys are like, oh shit. Mishka looks you dead in the eyes, O'Connell. She says, poor choice, but not unexpected. Now give me one reason why I don't pull trigger.
Because I will finish you off with my bare hands.
There you go.
My
know?
squad
And
leaves
it-
here
And
today.
if you do that, nuke gets detonated and no one escapes.
Then I guess the cult finds a new leader today.
Somehow us all blowing up together seems like an okay outcome. Whatever keeps you motherfuckers out of freedom. You're
Let's
not getting
make
away from
Maitland
here,
feel
Mishka.
important to you.
Maitland's like, no, come on, we can be civil here, O'Connell.
Maitland says that? You shut the fuck up. You're nothing but a lie. You think we're gonna trust you? Motherfucker, you took my arm. This was gonna happen sooner or later.
He kind of sighs. He kind of looks over to Johnson and then back to O'Connell. I suppose. Well, he kind of like rolls his eyes, but he looks back at O'Connell and he says, "I suppose I won't belabor the trivialness of the point of who did what, because now we're here. But I was really rooting for you. I was really hoping to spill the beans on General Vaughn's plan and see what happens."
And after what you did to Herschel, how would we even know what you're saying is true? Everything you say is fucking lies. Since the moment we met you, you've had a facade about you.
I suppose that's true. But I was hoping we would have come to an understanding at this point.
You hoped wrong. You damaged goods.
Last chance, Tagar. He shouts kind of across the room to you. I'm not sure what else I can say or do to try to gain your trust. Mishka could have ended O'Connell at this point, but she hasn't.
Take out that do anything, you shoot that breach in charge of my pack.
Tell O'Connell, give me the head. Mishka, put your weapon down.
I'm looking at Mishka's talents here.
Okay. Ugh. It's tense.
I'm going to let her attempt this because it is a talent, and I think it's kind of fitting. It's called Take Control. It's not an amazing talent, but we'll use it nonetheless. You know how to make people do what you want, and you don't feel bad about doing it. You can roll manipulation using wits instead of empathy, which is what she's going to try here.
Okay, but just so you know, I don't like being told what to do. So
Well,
I get a +2 modification to
that's-
oppose rolls for manipulation.
That's
You
I
just
dig
got
it.
that too, didn't you?
I dig it. But she is basically trying to kind of pull her trump card here and make a case, so to speak. So
'Cause you can't pull rank on me, just so you know.
well, she's not pulling rank. That's a different talent. This is just that she's, a good talker, smooth talker. So it'll be an opposed roll. So let's see. Do I have to modify this? Yeah, I do have to do this. So let's see what happens. All right. Wow.
I don't like wows. Come on. Damn it.
Could be a bad wow. Could be a good wow.
Hey,
Oh.
on a push, you got 2 successes. Isn't bad.
You panic though. But you're keeping it together. Okay. I'm gonna take a picture of this because this is.
Oh,
I've had some incredible rolls tonight so far.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's
Ruby's not
keep
cheating
rolling
us.
well.
So
glad.
she has a total of 5 successes.
Oh.
That bitch.
She says, "No, Corporal. Either take a deal or O'Connell dies. That is your choice. You are not in control here. Not anymore." And you see she pulls the hammer back on the pistol.
Huge bead of sweat coming down on O'Connell's forehead.
"Make the choice, Corporal. Either your man dies, and then we all die, or you take deal, and you have chance to play Heroes of the UA." And you hear Maitland go, "My, so exhilarating."
Got out head.
Quiet you.
I don't think I have anything else I can do.
I would say with the roll of the talents here, you feel convinced that you should probably listen to her, and she's not bluffing.
Connell, you want to go home? Drop the head.
Can I do like a soccer kick? like drop it and kick it back towards the group?
I mean, you could try.
Bro, you're gonna
No,
get shot in the fucking face.
Some things are more important, dude. I'm a soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got an agenda to complete.
And just to clarify, how far am I from them? Am I actually next to O'Connell here?
No, I think you're about like a move away, and O'Connell's right next to her, right? So you're at short range.
Okay.
I just don't know what you'll let me get away with mechanically here. So I'll tell you.
Okay, tell me what you want to try to do, and we'll.
I'll ask you, if this is even feasible. So, what I'm thinking is O'Connell is going to try to provoke Mishka to shoot him, but use his held item to block the attack, which is Maitland's head.
I think I would allow you to make a roll, but it is going to be opposed. For one, it's going to be incredibly difficult. I mean, I just want to make sure everyone knows the situation here. All right.
Oh.
So
That's
Mishka's gun is touching underneath your chin right now, like this. And
Okay. So before we get to this part,
okay.
does my telling O'Connell just drop the head, you want to go home, count as a command, and can I make a command roll?
If you want to, yes. Do you have the pole rank talent?
No.
You really should. But failing that, you can make a command roll, and you do know that O'Connell typically respects the chain of command, so you could. We'll say you say give him the head. There's a moment of hesitation. You realize, oh shit, he might not do it. So then you can say it again and make the command roll.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say drop the head.
You
You
have to
have
roll.
kids.
We
You
see
have kids.
It's
Go
us
home.
talking.
we see her finger starting to squeeze the trigger like slow motion.
Fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
God.
Do you say it again?
Let her go.
His voice cracks somehow.
Sean, your camera got all fucked up.
God damn it.
You say it again though,
Do you wanna,
Tagar.
Do you want to push
Yeah,
it? Nick?
I say it again. You got kids at home.
He
Fight
drops the
another
head.
day.
Okay. She keeps the gun under your chin. She pulls her hand away so your knife is no longer in her hand. And she, takes a step back. And she motions for you to step back as well with the gun still pointed at you.
I do so.
Alright, she keeps the gun on you.
I move to be next to O'Connell.
Alright. She keeps the gun pointed at O'Connell. She kind of bends over and picks up Maitland's head. And Maitland smiles at her. You've learned a thing or two, haven't you? And she doesn't say anything, but she kind of looks down and acknowledges him. And she kind of holds the head so that he's looking at you guys. And he says, "Ooh, tense in here. But a wise choice, O'Connell. And as promised, I'm ready to spill the beans, if you're finally ready to listen."
Did it look like Mishka getting stabbed by the knife hurt her?
No. You see the white android blood running down her palm, but she didn't, flinch or anything. All right, I'll take that as a yes. And he says, in approximately 4 days, the UA will be holding a summit at the Pashan Conference and Business Complex on LV-846 in an attempt to defuse the rising tensions resulting from the border bombings. Top military and political officials from the UA, UPP, and Three World Empire will all be in attendance, including members of the UA's Joint Chiefs of Staff. Amongst these leaders will be General Samuel Matthew Cannon, Edgar B. Fordham, Brodus J. French, Gifford Michael Hadley, Alexis B.K. Lloyd, and USCMC Commandant General Vito Delamargio, who you guys know is the head of the Marine Corps. General Vaughn plans to attack the summit in hopes of wiping out the majority of the UAAC in one fell swoop. While this attack is underway, one of her fleets will secretly escort the stolen UPP destroyer Voi Nguyen Diap into the Crestus Prime system to destroy Safe Haven Colony located on Crestus Prime. The destroyer's cargo holds will be loaded with fully developed bio-drones that will be released on the colony's populace. One can only assume that due to its proximity to the colony and importance in the overall UA command structure, that Lamont Station Prime will also be an objective. With all 3 targets neutralized, the entirety of the UA's high command will be gone. This will leave General Vaughn as the most senior leader in the UA military, and she will take this opportunity to seize control. She then plans to blame the attack on the UPP, and will use the resulting fallout to garner support to convince any remaining UA leadership to officially declare war. With nothing left to stop her, the entire UA war machine at her disposal, she'll finally be able to realize her dream of crushing the UPP once and for all, establishing the UA as the most powerful military and political body in human history. That is what you're up against.
How did you come by this information?
I've been attached to Deep Void since my run-ins with the Shaw Holloway papers and the David transmissions at my time at the Gelgod Institute. I was attached to the Deep Void project. I learned everything. I became instrumental in helping translate the engineer hieroglyphics. It is the key to Deep Void's research, and it is the key to our plan to leave and find their home world.
How long has this been in planning?
General Vaughn has been planning this for years.
What do you know about this duck?
She does not say anything. It is at this point that Janus lets out a scream of pain, clutching his head and eyes as if he's scratching at something he cannot see. He falls to his knees and he rips the neurovisor off. And when he does, he has a look of absolute madness and terror and fear etched in his features. Tagar, high or low?
I
He charges at you and basically looks like he's ready to kill you. What do you do?
quick draw my shield to put it in front of us.
Okay. Make an opposed close combat roll, please. Give a +2 bonus.
Just a straight CC.
Take a +2 with the shield. Oh, that was supposed to be hidden. But okay. Yeah, you're easily able to just knock him aside, and he then like gets up and kind of comes at you again. And it is clear like he has fucking snapped. What do you all do?
Aim him? Yeah, it's like
Leap or hold.
Oh, yeah, so I'm gonna tell O'Connell, keep an eye on Mishka and Maitland, and blow action to try and restrain Janus.
Okay. Johnson and Reed, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'll assist Tagar, I guess.
Okay. Reed, how about you?
Or keep people safe in the back.
Say that again?
Keep the other two, Doctor and Anders safe in the back.
Okay. Alright, so you pull them, like, away from all this. Alright.
Right.
Between the two of you, it is not difficult to get Janus under control. But, he's basically berserking right now. He's, like, lashing out at you. When you get his hands tied behind his back, he's trying to bite you. He's, like, kind of frothing at the mouth. And Mishka kind of takes a step back from him, almost with a look of disgust on her face. And O'Connell, you're kind of keeping an eye on her, and you notice that the cords from the neurovisor to the sarcophagus, you see they start to smoke, and then you see they spark, and a shock of flame like jets out from the cords and goes into the sarcophagus, and within seconds the entire sarcophagus just lights up in flames, engulfing the engineer. And you can see that the same thing happens to the other 4 sarcophagi that they are attached, that the neurovisor is attached to. This gets a reaction from the engineers. You can hear the 3 inside their sarcophagus obviously snapping awake or coming to and trying to break free. The last one with the open lid comes to, screaming in pain, roaring. It echoes through the chamber, and he begins ripping himself free from the stasis chamber.
Fuck.
That's terrifying.
I need everyone
Yeah.
to get on ye old initiative track, please.
Yay. I will definitely take this moment to drop the gun I was holding. The extra gun, that is.
Damn.
Does anybody have fast reflexes right now? That's just Cruz, right?
Yeah.
Great talent, but annoying talent.
Yeah.
Until they implement it better here. Okay. Oh my god, that's loud. Sorry.
Oh.
Alright. Okay, and I just need to put... I don't actually have a token for the engineer. I'll just put this... I'll just use Janus, I guess.
Oh my god.
That's great.
Oh, we got double trees again.
Breeze.
Yeah, would you guys roll again? I got the threes.
Roll again?
Yeah, because we have 3 people at the same initiative right now. Mishka's got a 2 on the reroll.
How do I reroll?
Just roll
Roll
a
D10.
D10.
Oh, okay. 3 again.
Okay. So it'll stay in that order. That's perfect. Yeah, 2, 3, and 4. That's fine. Okay.
Is it perfect though?
I mean, I don't have to change
Not for
anything,
us.
so it is perfect from a mechanical, logistical standpoint. Okay. So the engineer, a couple things happen all at once. The engineer tears itself free from the sarcophagus and lurches forward. He is completely it is completely engulfed in flames, roaring. Everybody gains a point of stress when they see this, because one, the engineer is quote unquote alive, but not well. He is alive and not well, as he bursts into flames, roaring in unimaginable alien pain, and he takes a swing basically in the direction of Tagar, O'Connell, Mishka, and Janus, just kind of wildly. Would the 2 of you please give me mobility rolls? Okay. Tagar passes, but panics. O'Connell passes. All right. The engineer's fist goes flying past the 2 of you. Tagar, you duck as you feel flames lick the top of your head. O'Connell, you throw yourself to the side. Mishka kind of shuffles back. But Janus, who's bound and on the ground, is not so lucky. And the fist comes down and just pulps him, killing him instantly.
God damn it.
God damn.
At this point, an explosion goes off back in the direction that you guys came.
Hey.
Yeah, that was happening.
And you hear another larger explosion, and part of the temple shakes and rumbles, and loose rocks and dust begin to fall from the ceiling. Mishka gives you all one last look, and you just hear her go, "Pathetic." And she darts out the room and takes off. O'Connell, what do you do?
I'm gonna use a free to just be like, take out. Looks like the show's over. We gotta go.
Yeah, you can say that.
And it looks like I'm going first, but really, it's all happening at once. So we're all going out together, presumably, as I start to leave.
Okay.
Because this giant just smashed a man's head in one blow.
Reed?
And he's on fire.
What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same and make sure that these other two are following with me. Anders and the doctor.
Okay. Yeah, Anders is like staggering back in shock and horror and awe, a mixture of all of those things.
Didn't he just meet his god?
Maybe, but now his god is on fire and brutally murdering somebody and probably dying in the process. It's a very strange day for Anders right now. He's got a lot of soul seeking after this day, that's for sure. Reed, give me an opposed close combat roll, please. As the doctor is trying to grab the pistol off your belt.
I don't have my pistol, so...
You said you had a pistol. You said you had a pistol
I
in a...
do, but remember I swapped it with Anders.
Okay. What else do you have on you?
Just a knife.
What you got?
She's going for the knife, then.
Okay. I'm going to push...
Because you got the knife and the rifle, right?
Yeah.
Surely you can beat some nerd grabbing your stuff, right? You're a Marine?
No.
Right.
Two.
Okay, that's good.
You'll never live this down if she beats you.
Oh, no.
Even O'Connell won't save you from bullying.
Reed.
No.
I'll take another picture.
Story points.
Chris, you gotta stop. You gotta stop these rolls.
Okay.
This is bullying.
This is bullying. I'm being pushed around by nerds. Ah. Okay. You both panic. You keep it together. She is trembling because she realized what she's doing is probably suicidal, but, YOLO. She has a total of 3 successes with her push. She grabs the knife from you and then attempts to stab you with it.
Sick.
She's kind of a badass. I kind of like her.
Because, the jig is up. You're not it with Deep Void. How about that? So, here it comes. Would you like to give up your other action this turn to block?
Yeah.
Xenocide, welcome. Good to see you. Hoping you'd show up tonight. Okay. Roll close combat, please.
Oh my god.
There's only so much we can do to help you.
Double panic. Okay. She hits. You take 2 points of damage. Please roll armor.
Oh my god.
This is just not...
Reed, why did you join the Marines?
Is it bullying at this point?
There is a bug in Foundry that is affecting only my rolls.
You
here.
take 2 points of damage as she slips the knife past your guard into your side. And you take a point of stress as well because it's the first point of damage you're taking in this fight. And you're being stabbed by a nerd. And everyone was there to see it.
As we all turn to run, we see her just wrestle this weapon from you and stab you in the ribs.
Yep.
Damn.
Johnson.
I'm gonna turn and shoot the doctor. Can I aim?
Yeah, you probably want to aim, otherwise you might hit Reed, although it might be better for him at this point.
Right.
Yeah, just put me down. Take me out the pasture.
Put him out of his misery.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
What the fuck?
You bring your gun up, and you begin to twitch. Everybody's stress goes up by 1.
I'm not. Am I in short? I'm in another zone.
No, yeah, I think you're fine.
Yeah, because you're in the other room, so you are in another zone. You are
What
fine.
did I roll? Because I should get a -3 to this, or -2 because well, no, I don't have nerves of steel, do I?
I don't.
Do you?
I
tell
do.
me.
I do have nerves of steel.
How much stress are you at?
3.
Well, 3 plus 6 would be
Says-
9.
It says you got
did I roll?
-2 on
Minus
your
yeah.
talents.
So
I wish
Yeah.
you told me like what I rolled. Damn. Cool. That's great. Love this game.
yeah, you great game. You shoot, but you kind of hold back because you don't want to hit Reed, or maybe you do and you don't want to hit the doctor. Either way, you hit nothing, and your clip goes empty. And here we go, Tagar. I guess you have to do all the work as usual.
Okay, what condition does the like giant look like? Is he still like screaming and
Oh yeah.
flailing
Oh, he's still coming.
and stuff? Okay, well I'm gonna put myself in
Doctor at him.
between. I'm gonna put myself between the giant and everybody else, and
By the way, Xenocide, it's not a giant per se, like a frost giant. It's an engineer that's on fire that just pulped a dude. It's pretty awesome.
wait. So, okay, so we kept saying giant. How big is he?
As I said, he's
He said
about
like 10 feet tall.
yeah, about 10 feet tall.
And he's on the ground right now.
Well, he's like on one knee, right? He's in like the superhero landing position as he just pulped Janus's head.
He's Tyrant in Resident Evil. He's
Yeah,
terrified.
that's it. He's the tyrant. Not as naked though.
He should be.
Well, his clothes are about to burn off, right? So
Yeah, it's gonna
Hell
be
yeah.
that.
You guys are killing me. Okay. If I don't make it out of here because I am going to try and stab the frickin' engineer.
He's taking on. This is what we all came to see, ladies and gentlemen. Tagar taking on a fucking engineer, and you'll probably kill it too.
oh my god.
Watch him
Okay.
roll like 8 6s.
Yeah.
One shot the engineer with a knife.
Give me a roll.
You guys better get out of here next turn.
You madman.
I don't know. I'm getting stabbed over here, so
By your own knife!
Oh no.
Fuck me.
Oh no. What?
Tagar's
How is-
luck finally runs out.
Bro.
How many dice is that? 17? 0 successes, 1 stress, and it is
Now,
a drop item.
I want to say, Viktor re-rolled 8 and then 6 more for his armor. No successes. So we got
And I
14 there.
I can't use a story point to get rid of the stress, the
You-
panic.
You can use a story point to get a success here. And since it is a 9 or less, you will still succeed on your roll. But you still suffer the stress effect.
I still suffer the stress. Okay.
Yes.
I will.
So I guess
do
the
that.
question is, how bad do you want to do 2 damage to this thing?
Yeah, at this point, I am trying to draw its attention to keep everybody else away. Or to give everybody else time to leave. So,
Well, I mean, you're attacking it. Just because you missed doesn't mean... I mean, if that's what you're trying to do, I don't want you to
Okay.
waste a story point on that, because if that's what you're trying to do, like, you're going to have its attention either way. You're the closest one, right?
Okay.
We'll just use Janus's token. So you're, like, standing right here next to him, and, like, half of your team is already out of the room, right? So... But you drop your item, your knife clinks off his armor or his suit. Maybe you try to get close, you realize like he is emanating heat because he is just completely on fire. And in the confusion, you drop your knife and your stress goes up by 1.
okay. So if I do my slow action first and panic, can I use my fast action to like move closer away or further away?
Yes, but I will need a mobility test, otherwise he gets an attack of opportunity. Oh wait, hold on. You should have removed your panic because the 9 goes away instantly. It doesn't stay in effect.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
what did you roll? You rolled an 8, which is tremble, so you're at -2 to all agility rolls right now. Which that one does stay, so you are technically panicked now. Just put that back on.
That's after the fact, right?
Let's put an 8. There we
So
go.
54 dice rolls, 1 6. Okay.
Hey man, get good.
That
Okay?
that has been us.
That's all I
That
can
has
say.
been us.
Get good. Okay.
Is that all you can say?
You pass the test. He swings wildly. Whether he's trying to hit you or grab you, you're not sure. Maybe he's just flailing wildly because he's on fire. And you do not get hit. You manage to get away. On his turn, the engineer is kind of flailing around, screaming, roaring, and he actually stumbles out the doorway.
Oh, nice.
We'll keep Janus's dead body here. Well, let's give him the old... Okay. At this point, there's no enemies nearby that are immediate. Well, I guess the doctor's still here. So, O'Connell, what do you do?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot her in the head.
Nice. Efficient.
So
Cool.
I'm gonna aim
Okay.
and I'm gonna full auto.
Oh my god.
Like a
Leave no room for doubt.
Don't
Oh, and
don't fuck this up.
I mean, this is a +6, so.
I mean,
But we've been rolling so great tonight, so who knows?
There we go. Oh.
There we
okay.
huzzah.
Okay. All right. You unload the clip on her, hitting her multiple times. It's like a scene out of Scarface, and she is just bullet riddled, twitching, and is completely dead.
Fucking knife my buddy, will ya?
Give her the old lit too.
Yeah, I'm gonna kneel down and grab my knife and kick her in the face while she's dead.
God damn.
Wow, petty.
He did get stabbed.
Roll better, bro. At this point, the group of you are free to move.
We gotta go through the maze again and face a bunch of apes again.
No, so you guys go running out out here to where this zone. We'll say you guys all meet up where O'Connell is in this zone right here. Okay. And as you do, you hear another explosion from behind you guys. Tagar, as you are running to leave the room, you see that one of these walls explodes with stone and dust and dirt going everywhere. And you see smashing into the room is a berserker suit.
God damn it.
Sorry, what?
It's the Mox.
It is
Mox?
a Mox unit. Yes.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna make sure to close this door when we leave the room.
Yeah. Okay. As you regroup with the others and you close that door, you guys can hear this thing stomping around, and you then hear its weapons firing up, the minigun, the chain gun, and it's clearly blasting at something. As you guys are running, you can see over here, where my cursor is, you can see the illuminated engineer. And I'm just going to reveal the map here so you guys can see the full thing, because you've explored almost the entire place. You see the engineer comes running towards this outcrop, and this part here, it's kind of up at an angle, almost like what was it, Pride Rock in The Lion King, right?
Oh yeah,
Like that's what it's like, but it's over the edge where you can tell the river is. There looks to be some sort of pedestal or like a little altar at the end, but you can see the engineer running up that way, flailing, and he goes barreling over the edge, spinning head over heel into the darkness, and eventually kerplunks into the raging river below. As you guys turn the corner here, you see the bomb has gone off, and there has been a cave-in blocking your path out. You can see what looks like the remains of several armored figures.
Ooh. What kind of armor are they wearing?
Do you take a moment to see what they are or who they are?
Yeah, I'll glance.
Yeah.
It appears to be several Blackguard.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we were gonna get killed by these people, right?
Take off their mask. Is one of them Schmidt?
No. The 2.5 you can still see are not Schmidt.
Well, we got some breaching charges. Can we just clear this rubble with more breaching charges?
You could try.
Breach the breach.
Yeah.
Unbreach the breach. Unbreach.
Breach.
All right.
I'm gonna say, asked. Mox.
Yeah, there's
All
a
right.
Mox heading our way. It's gonna for us, we gotta go some other way.
All right. I need to use the facilities really quick. So discuss amongst yourselves, and someone please roll me a d6.
And as O'Connell says that, he's kind of eyeing the water.
It's like hundreds of feet, though.
Yeah, that's
You
like
can't
hitting
even see
concrete.
the river. Yeah. I mean, shit. If we go back here, maybe we could just breach through the wall to this other side.
But I guess, do we actually know that that's directly next to it?
No, probably not. But I mean, we've been, one of us surely was keeping a very detailed mental map.
I'm actually a fantasy dwarf, so I know the layout of this place real well.
I have stone shape, or stone mason, or whatever the stupid skill is that never gets used from D&D.
Was it something stone sense or something sense?
Yeah, so something about stones. Rock and stone.
For Carl. This is bad. Everything that happens bad.
Yeah, it's a full-on Mox.
I'm not just that, killing Maitland was my agenda, and
Well, I think we gathered that.
Yeah,
Now I'm
picked up on it,
sad.
homie. Yeah.
yeah,
We'll get that XP bonus, or whatever
Yeah.
comes from it.
it's not cool.
Yeah. But I mean, they were gonna nuke
Who else?
the place, so.
Who wants to roll the d6?
Hey.
I'll be the fucking martyr this time.
Oh man,
That's good, right? It's gotta be
it's gonna be
good.
so good.
Chris, you wanted low, right?
You'll find out one day. Okay.
Well, hopefully right now.
Okay. All right.
The Mox burst through.
What do you guys do? Are you setting the breaching charges to try to clear more of this?
Yeah.
Okay. How many charges do you have?
I have 2.
O'Connell has one in his back.
Well, I think we used the one for O'Connell on this wall, right?
Correct.
And okay.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Then you have one read, right?
No. I think Tagar has the 2 that we were given.
Okay.
All right.
Khan's gonna look for a place to tie a rope on the edge of the cliff just in case.
Okay. You see a spot, no doubt, There's plenty of cragginess here you could potentially use. So, let us see what happens here. Please roll me 2 dice worth of the explosives on the breaching charges. So whatever their blast radius is, Eric, or their blast damage, whatever. Roll that many d6. You will need a total of 3 successes to break through here because of the extra cave-in. Might not make sense, but it's cool. I think it's a clever use of using the breaching charges to escape. So,
Their damage 9, so 18 dice.
yes, please. I mean, we know based on your rolls, you probably won't get a single 6, but maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Wowie wow.
A lot of ones, though. Holy fuck.
So many guns.
All right. Well, something finally goes right. Massive explosion. Rocks flying in every direction. There's basically a backdraft of smoke and dust that kind of probably is masking you guys if the mock's coming at you. And it appears the way forward is clear. You do see what is left of several other Blackguard as you make your way through the rubble. But they are pieces at this point.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Am I still panicked, or do I get rid of that?
That lasts for a turn, so at least 15 minutes, so you are still panicked. Okay. I assume you guys just book it and try to get the hell out of Dodge and get back to the surface?
Yes.
Or one of the ships, right? Didn't we leave one of the ships ready to go?
That's back on the surface, though.
Oh, okay.
Remember, you guys had to come through the tunnels after you went into the Grand Kivas?
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you can hear the mocks stomping somewhere behind you in the distance, but you are able to get back into the tunnels, hauling ass with Anders, who is half shocked, half terrified, as you drag him back towards the surface. You get through the tunnels with little to no trouble. You do, at one point, see a couple more of the dead Arctura, and you can tell that the Blackguard probably came through this way. You see heavy damage to one of the wall sections, obviously from the mocks, and you guys eventually, thankfully, emerge back inside the Grand Kivas, and you take a sigh of relief, as if the Mox is following you, it's probably far behind. I assume you either call for Weaver or you make your way to an area where she can land.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, this whole place is compromised. Look at the fuck out of here.
All right. Probably a good choice. So, you get in touch with Weaver. She says, all right, incoming. And she meets you guys at one of the spot, one of the more open Kivasses, where she can land the shuttle, or the dropship. Gets you guys on board, and you guys go screaming through the atmosphere back towards the Tambatam.
And by
Yeah.
this point, we could connect, however, and like download the data from her stuff, from the Dr. Matawalia stuff.
Yeah. You have total access to that at this point. That is no problem.
Great.
And that is the end of Operation Arcturian Apocalypse.
I think I need to add that we also remembered to go back and get the guys that are sitting at the bus.
Well, they would
We
have
had-
they would have taken off already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you get back to the Tambatam. You have your debrief, this time with Sergeant Zimborski. It's a little different, a little weird. But for the most, well, there's good and bad here. You rescued most of the hostages. you eliminated pretty much all of the cult. But you did not rescue the good doctor, nor did you capture Janus or Mishka. However, you do have the data, which ultimately proves helpful. I am interested, though, in your guys' debrief, either the group debrief or your individual reports. What do you reveal or tell the sergeant? Because at this point,
Probably want to.
you guys, I don't think you've really decided whether or not you can trust him or if you think he's on your side.
Yeah, I was gonna say we probably want to like coordinate on the trip there.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
yeah, you guys have time to do that. You know, Weaver's like, you know, what the fuck happened back there?
Well, one of those Mox units and a bunch of Black Guards showed up.
It's like we were trying to get in touch with you, but the comms were all fucked up once you guys went underground.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got out of there just in time. I watched that Mox burst through the wall as we exited the room.
The Black God came to wipe out everybody. It seems like everybody.
It's like they're not even hiding it now.
Yeah.
I'm not terrified to go back into cryo. Might not just wake up.
Is Herschel here?
Yes.
You feeling okay, Herschel?
Got real quiet in this dropship.
Oh, there's a synth aboard.
He looks over his shoulder through like the door window at you. He says, "Yes, O'Connell. I'm feeling fine. Glad to see you're all safe."
Yeah, thanks.
I'll like quietly tell Weaver what I was talking about and like what happened to Herschel.
All right. Obviously, you're on your comms. She doesn't say anything, but if you're watching, you can see through the cockpit. You can see her nod when you get finished speaking, and then she kind of goes back to like ask you guys what happened, and you'll have a chance to kind of discuss what you guys want to explain to Szymborski when you guys go through your debrief.
Yeah, do we trust the sergeant? Like, we could be in some very serious trouble.
Yeah.
Black God probably, I mean, the general probably suspects we know what's going on now at this point.
Right, but I don't think Szymborski would know, because then why send us down if they're just going to send the Black Guard down there anyways?
Yeah.
Who gave us this mission? Where did this mission come from?
From higher up. I mean, ultimately it was, from higher up, and then Szymborski passed it on, like normally happens.
That's my point, right? Like, how do we always end up right before them?
Well, like, they came to wipe out everybody. Like, how do we know we weren't sent down there to be accidentally KIA?
Right. Or, take the fall.
I was not expecting that breaching charge, Adam. That was a good idea. A very good idea.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, great call.
I was ready to do a cannonball.
That roll, not great for me. 0 successes. 0 successes.
God. The last thing we need to do is also fight Blackguard. On
They came running through that like a fucking football team coming out for the Super Bowl. They did not see that tripwire.
I guess we should kind of play it by ear, see if Szymborski knows about the Mox or the Black Guard, why they were sent down.
Yeah, I don't think we ever talked about the Mox.
Well, I think we should be fine to mention the Mox and the Black Guard. The
Yeah.
only
should
thing I would
probably-
probably be worried about would be everything
What
else.
Maitland said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that you shot the doctor and that's on video recording.
We
Well, also that she stabbed me.
Well,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
it'll be
she-
on video that she attacked us. Yeah.
Yeah, but she could have knocked her out. Not full autoed an entire clip on her.
into
Nah,
an
nah, nah.
innocent young woman,
Yeah.
O'Connell.
Nobody stabs Reed but me.
An
Oh,
innocent young woman whose back was turned, might I add.
Only because she was facing towards someone to stab them.
You couldn't see that.
She
I can't see her
did
hands, Your
stab
Honor.
him.
I can't see her hands,
She
Your
did
Honor.
stab him.
Yeah, again, stab a person again.
If the glove don't fit, you must quit.
Yeah, she
The
never.
knife
It was at this
the knife
point
was
that we
built
understood that the good doctor was in fact compromised by the cult and had been brainwashed them to be one of them. So we had no choice but to neutralize her.
Is there a way for us to delete our footage before it gets viewed?
You could certainly try.
I mean, you know, maybe there's interference down there.
Well, their comms didn't work, so certainly could have been some video interference, sure.
Yeah.
Probably keep popping. Because if what Maitland said,
The only one of us who can do that is O'Connell, right?
well, me and O'Connell can.
Anybody can attempt it, but O'Connell's probably the best at it. Especially because
He was
hanging out.
here.
He's been hanging out with Carvalho, and they've been doing some of this kind of stuff throughout the campaign. So, but if because this is something you would have to do before you get back to the Tambatam, you would have to basically delete everything, and then make it look like something got fucked up. So you can't just be like, oh, we're gonna delete part of it. It's all or nothing.
Just break all of our cameras. Well, do we want to do that, or just take a chance that Zimborski's on our side and he won't report it up?
I don't think we should take that
Do we-
chance.
Yeah. Do you
Well,
want to try it?
I mean, come on, let's be logical here. There's a reason he's still there and the lieutenant's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because the lieutenant was taken away and he's next in the chain of command.
Why wasn't he taken away with the lieutenant?
She probably wasn't telling him all the stuff that she was
I
doing.
don't know, you guys were the ones doing the cloak and dagger stuff with the lieutenant, not Zimborski, so maybe you should have
Yeah.
included him and he'd be gone too. Or
And
maybe
we
I
just-
don't, I don't
This
like.
is
I
Roy.
don't think I like your.
Make
I
questions.
don't think I like your attitude, Weaver. I'm not a big fan of that.
yeah. Just playing devil's advocate, that's all, O'Connell. I want you to second guess everything. Every decision leading to this point.
Fuck them. It's just us. It's the squad.
And we've only been able to rely on each other so far. If we were all there. The video, we know what the videos show, so if it doesn't make it back, doesn't make it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
O'Connell, can you do it?
I'll do my damnedest.
So, you have two choices here. You can do a comtech roll to make it look like there was some sort of interference or the gear malfunctioned in some way. Delete it that way. Or you can physically trash your equipment. Which I will say you'll need to make a heavy machinery roll to make that look convincing. Everybody's panic is done, by the way.
I imagine I'm gonna know if I fail or not, right?
Yeah. I imagine you would.
So then I'll hand it to fucking Reed to smash it up if that's the case. I think you have a pretty good heavy machinery, right, Reed?
Yep.
Yeah, mine's only 2, and I have a 3
Five.
strength.
5 and 5.
So
But do you
yeah,
trust
let's-
my rolls right now?
I
Yeah, you know
don't- I
that
don't
part when you
trust-
said, the squad's been there for each other. Have they? Have they though? Has,
Three of us
Reed,
have.
has Reed been there?
There's a lot of new guys here.
Whoa.
I feel like I've been with the squad long enough.
I was on like mission 2.
I feel like I've been here. Yeah, it's been like what? 6 missions?
I've been here
always
burning
count on
through
you to empty your
ammo.
clip.
Yep. Failing rolls and failing to hit targets for 3 missions. All right?
Hey,
you know what
I
to
never said I
expect
was a
out of me.
smart
all right?
gunner.
Yeah.
See, but
In all
they're sitting on a
fairness-
target, they can't move.
We were all scuffing rolls pretty much this entire night
Yeah, this
has
is-
been
It's a bad
us
night.
fucking up and Chris just boxcarring or just fucking just rolling rocks all fucking night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, I could do the heavy machinery if you want.
All right, let's get this Comtech out of the way. Let's push this Comtech. No, well, it's a marginal more success would equal probably better result, right? Or do I just need a success?
Yeah, because
Yeah, then we should probably push.
if they do try to look it over, it'll be a post-test, so they try to recover the data.
Fuck me.
So you've deleted it, but, you know, there's only so much you can do because you don't have access to a lot of your equipment here. So they might be able to recover it. That'd be somewhat difficult. They might be able to tell that it was just deleted and there's no interference. That would be easier for them to tell.
Just smash the shit.
Yeah, I relay that to Tagar.
We all did it. At
I
some
love
point,
putting
hit
stuff on
planet
Eric's
Earth.
shoulders. This is a great part of this
Okay.
game.
So, okay. I mean, we're all attacked. So, where are our cameras or the data drives?
Like shoulder mounted, right?
I think it's shoulder or chest mounted. I think it's shoulder because the light is chest mounted. Or no, the camera's on the helmet. Because
That's
remember,
right.
in when they're in the
Over the ear.
dropship, he has to smash it to get the feed to go back on when it's showing interference.
And what if we're not wearing helmets because we only had masks on?
Well, you would still like go into battle with your helmet. It's part of your.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking.
Yeah, we're like
and
what are
even
they
if
called in Kill Zone?
even if you're like smart gunners, typically they don't necessarily have a helmet because they have the headgear with the eyepiece that has it attached to it too. So
Okay.
either way.
Hellgast. Yeah.
I mean, we were all attacked by
Monkey.
the monkeys,
And
right?
raging
If we could,
target.
I was gonna say, like, if we take, I don't know, the knives to them and like scratch them up, damage them, make them look like they were like clawed.
I mean, I've got 2 electroshock grenades. We could just put our helmets in a group and pop the electroshock grenades a couple times.
There goes the ship.
Yeah, because they don't do that while you're in the ship.
No. And you're like, hey, we've taken a detour. Let's land somewhere else for a little bit. You need to-
The,
Yeah,
the
pretty
last
bad.
thing they see is, the last thing the camera sees is us setting an electroshock grenade right in front of them. That's not suspicious. Let's do it.
Sergeant's just like, these fucking idiots.
They recover the data, and that's yeah. All right, what's it gonna be?
Let's electroshock them.
Okay. Weaver.
I mean, we would know if it would work or not, too. Like,
I mean, there's
Right?
still probably a minor chance they could recover something, right? Like, you know, with any tech, there's sometimes even the craziest shit they can sometimes recover stuff. So, but if you electroshock it, it's going to be next to impossible. And that's assuming they're going through with a fine-tooth comb and they're really trying to recover it too, right?
That they care enough, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not
Dude.
uncommon for Marines to come back with damaged equipment, you know? So, like, it's not unheard of for a camera to be broken or gear to be fucked up, so, you know, it's up to you guys if you want to take that risk. So, you have Weaver land somewhere, you electroshock all the cameras, and head back to the Tambatan.
Yeah.
I assume you... I guess, what do you tell the sergeant? cliff notes here, major things, or what do you leave out?
I'd probably leave out I think we'd leave out the whole Maitland stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Standard mission. We went, secured the hostages. We need a story for the doctor, right? We don't have footage showing that she was stabbed.
Yeah, I guess he would, the main things that he's going to ask, right, is, okay, you rescued a bunch of hostages, then you went underground. Where's Janus? Where's the doctor? He probably doesn't even know about Mishka, so he probably doesn't.
We could just straight up tell him that Janus was killed by a giant alien sentient thing that was on fire.
Okay.
I would definitely leave out the point of me setting a breaching charge.
Right.
Breaching charge, because I don't want them to have to try to place that on us.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you tell him about the doctor?
We found her dead with the Janus and some of his crew.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mention
But
anything?
we found her data pad still on her.
We don't tell him that. Nope.
Oh, no data.
Okay.
We're keeping that.
Do you?
Oh, okay.
Do you tell him anything about the Mox or the Blackguard?
Yeah, I would. The Mox.
I think yes, because I'd kind of like to see his reaction to that. I don't know if we talked about the Mox with him before.
You have not.
Let him know. We saw the same Mox or a similar Mox unit to the one that we saw previously, and knew it was kind of time to go, and that's when we fell back to the Tam or the Brow by Fire.
Okay. All right.
And kind of see how he reacts to me calling it a Mox or saying we saw it.
Yeah. Like to observe.
So he seems a little surprised and puzzled at that, and he says, What the hell's a Mox, Corporal?
It should have been in one of our previous reports. Seems to be this almost like a pilot-driven.
Oh, that's right, because you guys, I forget you encountered the one at the spaceport, and that.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I'll refresh that then. He does seem shocked and surprised there's one here, and his reaction would indicate that he did not seem to know about it. But obviously, he has heard of these things before, but he does seem surprised that there was one there. He's like, I didn't order a Mox. I don't even have authority. And he looks to Roy. He's like, Roy? And he goes, I'm not sure, Sergeant.
Well, what about the...
We encountered it before, and we were not willing to stick around to see if it was friendly.
Probably a good call.
So is there any other ships nearby that could have deployed it?
That's what he kind of asks Roy, and Roy again is like, not to my knowledge, Sergeant.
Well, there was a black guard down there.
And
it wasn't
Zaborski
loaded.
looks even more puzzled when you say that. He's like, why the fuck would there be Blackguard here?
The question we were hoping you could help us with.
Can I see if he's bullshitting?
Sure. Give me a manipulation or observation roll, please. Thank you for the subscribe, Mr. Xenocide. 4-month streak. Holy cow.
What a king
It's
and
our-
or queen.
It's our first raving fan on Twitch. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're just Twitch.
Yeah. He seems to be genuine.
Do we know who has authority to deploy a Mox? Where they keep coming from?
He shakes his head. He's like, "That's above all of our pay grades, Corporal. Couldn't answer that one."
Just
Sarge,
hate to be
could you
surprised
tell
by
us-
them all the time?
Can you tell us where this mission came from? Like, who delivered it to you?
From higher up the chain. You know how it is.
Well, I mean, I figured there's a chain of command and there's a trail.
Give me a manipulation roll, please. This will be a
Oh, so good at that.
I don't.
Oh, look at that.
8.
All right. I don't know how good he's at this. Let's see. Why does he have a stress point? Let's get rid of that. He doesn't have that.
Because we're all stressing around.
Because he heard about the Mox.
Yeah, that's true. Marksman. Oh shit.
What?
Okay. He looks at you for a moment, O'Connell. I'm sorry. What was that last question you said?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's a chain of command. There's got to be a way to, there's a paper trail of orders coming down.
He looks at you for a moment and he says, well, it came directly from High Command. Why do you ask?
High command as in General Vaughn.
Could have been.
We
I don't.
we seem to keep getting these missions where
He kind of looks. He kind of looks to Roy. Like maybe he doesn't know the answer to that. And Roy says, just High Command, Private. Nothing else you need to concern yourselves with. Orders are orders, after all.
I mean, potentially getting shot to shreds by Blackguard is, does kind of concern us a little bit. Not the first time either.
Turn limb by limb from a Mox. Because it doesn't know friend
you,
of
you
foe.
keep being the forward guard for some of these missions where they show up, so I'd be interested to know if there's a pattern here.
Would be nice. So it's like, why are we being sent here if the Blackguard is going to show up anyways?
Don't have an answer for you, Private. And you can see that there's a bit of confusion on Zimborski's face, as if he's not really. You can tell he's not really sure. He's like a duck out of water, right? He's not really sure how to handle this. And he might ask a couple follow-up questions, and then he's kind of just dismisses you guys and says, "Okay, I expect your reports, in the next 24 hours. Get some rest. Good job with the hostages."
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, sir.
And well done. You have finished the mission. And the plot thickens. Oh, does it thicken?
Oh, yes.
I'll say to the squad once we're out of there, it would be fortuitous if there was something dastardly going on for them to put someone in command who has no fucking idea what they're doing.
I mean, he definitely doesn't seem to be.
I will point out,
Yes.
this is probably the first time you've ever seen Sergeant Zimborski, unsure of himself or without, an answer. You guys all know he has this reputation of being very to the point, very direct. You know that he's been vocal with Lieutenant Casados in regards to the fact that she really leans on Roy. No matter what any of her other advisors or officers say, she always asks Roy for a second opinion. It's just like a crutch that she kind of has. Some people just think she's not very good with people, but other people think because maybe she's not really a very good commander. But I'll leave that up to you guys what you actually think. And you know Zimborski is a bit outspoken about that, and you know that Casados does appreciate his honesty, and it seems from what you guys have seen, he's not afraid to voice his opinion or concerns to her. Whether or not she heeds that advice is you're not sure, but there is that.
Well, he definitely doesn't seem like he's in on it.
No.
But I feel like Roy probably is.
Roy. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Roy
not just
seemed to stop that conversation real quick.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't exactly had good luck with sense lately anyway, have we?
I'm just saying. It's not
Not
wrong.
wrong.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I'm aware right now, every synth is now compromised.
Yeah.
It pains me to agree with you. I consider Horschel a good friend, but maybe I could spend some time with him, maybe do some more diagnostics, see if anything was left.
Yeah, we
I get
definitely need to
idea.
make sure there's
If we know Maitland was in there.
Yeah, Weaver would want you to do that, Herschel. If you guys bring that up, assuming she's part of this conversation, then she would want you to do that for sure.
Yeah, the whole squad is, even the ones that aren't being played, right?
Yeah.
Right, Cruz? How you feeling?
Still addicted to drugs. Maybe we try to bring in Zamborski and keep Roy out of the mix.
Why?
'Cause we gotta tell someone that Vaughn's planning to attack the
We need to find a way
summit,
to
right?
get there, right? If we're gonna actually take this seriously.
Yeah, I'm with Johnson on this because if it's just us knowing that we have no power to do anything about it, it's us four with no
he's-
authority.
He's technically in charge of the ship, right?
Well, I mean, we got Vuvu. Now we know exactly what we suspected essentially is going down. They're going to pin it on them anyway. They could be there to help stop it.
Right.
So I will point out that if you guys forgot, I did not, but you did ask Weaver at some point in the mission to try to get in touch with Vuvu to tell her that Mishka was here.
Yeah.
She does confirm that she did try to basically send a message, but Vuvu's nowhere near this planet. So, and this is kind of deep within UA space. So, even if she could get there, it probably wouldn't be for a few days.
That's true. She's probably how many days was it till the conference?
4.
4. Oh fuck yeah. She's probably pursuing Mishka too, if anything. Okay. Yeah. I mean, let's roll the dice. Let's pull him aside without Roy.
Yeah. We should maybe decommission Roy. Accidentally.
More, hey Roy, look in this bag of electroshock grenades I have right here.
Roy, I need
We
your
don't
help.
know. We don't know for a fact that Roy is in on it, but he's probably their eyes and ears. That is
Right.
probably true.
Yeah.
All right. As much as I would love to dive in all that right now, we are unfortunately at our time. However, I was hoping we'd get through a little bit of the downtime, but we will do downtime next week. We will go through what your plans are to proceed, and hopefully we will start on the next mission. But before we leave for tonight, I do want to roll, because we've never had this happen before. I would like to roll for O'Connell's mental trauma from last week when
That's
he
right.
basically almost went catatonic. So, pretty simple. They make it here in Alien. If you have rolled a result of 13 or higher on a panic roll, during a game session, you must make a empathy roll after the session. So I guess we technically should have did that last week, but that's fine. Roll for the attribute only, not using any skill. If the roll succeeds, you develop a permanent mental trauma of some kind. So I guess the idea is here is if you're a soulless bastard, it doesn't affect you. But if you have any sort of semblance of humanity, these things cause permanent damage.
Yeah,
If there's one good thing. If there's one thing Colonial Marines are good at, it's being a soulless bastard. So let's see how this goes. Oh,
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh, man. Should not have spoken too soon.
O'Connell, 2 of 3. Unbelievable. Look, he left. He's
you know how many times I've made this roll to do things I really actually wanted to do?
Okay, permanent mental trauma. There might be a table for this. Let's see if there's rollable tables. There is. It is a D6 roll. Oh, please roll it. Please roll a 5.
You hush. Oh my god. That's your fault. I deserve a reroll. I don't know what it is, but you did that.
I don't know if you probably can't even see it on the book here. 5, drug use. You must use
Let's party, Cruz.
some form of recreational drug every shift, or your stress level increases by 1.
I got those stems, baby.
You cannot relieve stress without consuming the drug of your choice.
Hey, nap relieve's one hell of a drug.
Wow.
That is. What is the chillest drug in this game?
Can you go to the rollable tables though and roll it? Because I think you can probably.
I don't see one.
Oh, did I give you access? Maybe that's why. Everyone should have access to this. Gotta spread the love. Is it there now?
Yeah, you. Same fucking roll.
It's meant to be.
That's your fault.
Are you able to drag that on your character sheet by chance?
Probably not, but I can copy and paste it.
Yeah, I don't see a spot for mental traumas on the character sheet anyway.
Most characters don't generally live long enough to get one, I assume.
That's
Don't worry,
true.
Johnson could be your handy-dandy drug guy.
Wow.
Dude, we're gonna be
Woo!
a funny bunch.
Damn. Well, there you have it, folks. What a night. What a night. I meant to share earlier my stack of Warhammer books I got this week. Look at that.
Nice.
A nice sale. 4 books with shipping for like just around $100. It's a pretty good deal on RPGs. So we got 4 of the 5 parts of Enemy Within here. Look at that. And my personal favorite, Sean. You see what that one says? Can we?
No.
How about there?
Oh, the horn rat.
Yes.
Hell yes.
Yes. I don't know if I'll ever play this on the channel, folks, or if I'll ever play it because it's 5 fucking books of campaign, and I don't know if I have a 2+ year campaign in my soul anymore. But if we do, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, we're all about Alien here. So, Xenocide, thank you once again for stopping by, buddy. Appreciate the subscriptions there. It's much appreciated, and we appreciate everyone else who stopped by. Hope you enjoyed tonight's session. Stop by next week as we do our usual mission in between. I suspect there'll be a good amount of role play next week with all that the group has learned, and then we will dive into our next mission. Unless any of my players here have anything else they'd like to say or share.
No.
Cool.
Fuck me.
That's right. That's all you can really do at this point. All right. We will see you all on the flip side. Same time, same place. Signing off.